Same, bro. When I used to do track and field, and when I first started, I would get last all the time, and then that's when I was like, with the competitive nature, I'm like, I'm not getting last. I'm gonna train extra. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm gonna get
some
to a
people
place.
don't have that, dude.
Yeah, no, I was.
Some
like,
people quit.
Nah, not
you know
me.
what I'm saying? Like some people really just quit. Like
I'm like, not today.
I told you I used to play up every day, and like I'm a 6'7" black man, supposed to be this hard guy, whatever you want to call me, or whatever the fuck hip hop tells you I'm supposed to be. And dog, like I'll never forget, like bro, I was playing up my whole life. I didn't like get past half court till I was like 10. Like real shit. And I come home crying every single day. Like they beat me the fuck up. I had a team that loved to fight. And my coach would just look at me like, oh, yeah, you got to get in there and do it too. Like, so I come home black eye. Like, one day,
you know
black eye,
team, right?
like, got half a swing in before somebody grabbed my weak ass punch and kicked me in my chest and shit. And I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm never going back, mom. Like, I'm never going back. She's like, dude, we don't quit in this house, dog. Like, if you said this is what you want to do, so this is what you're going season. Back tomorrow. Yeah. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And then, dude, when I got to play in my own age group, it was like, this is so fucking easy. It was like you motherfuckers don't want none of this. Dude, there's that like saying. Now, if you want to hit me, dude, I will. Ooh, I tried to hit somebody 2 times as big as you, and it didn't work. But I know if I landed on you, you're gonna be done for.
They say if you want to be a lion, you got to train with lions.
Dude, and that's the thing with the world. Like with the internet now, everybody's lions when all the other lions are in the fucking cage. That's why everybody's a fucking lion when every other lion's in the cage. So, and that's not a tough guy thing or anything like that. That's, like I said, that's a purely work thing. Everybody wants to be the guy, but how many people want to put in the work that it takes to be a lion?
100%.
Yeah, like I'm not a UFC fighter. I'm not sitting here telling everybody. See me in the street, I'm gonna whoop your ass. That ain't
First
me.
person you see,
I grow weed and hang out, dude. Like
shit,
fucking A. Like I'm chilling, dude. I'm fucking a grown man now. So yeah, that's it. But it's all fun, man. It's a good time. Like I said, it extended being a kid though. I will say that, being in the cannabis industry, I do feel like I get to do a lot of shit that like people don't get to do because they got to grow up and go work at JP Morgan and shit. You know what I'm saying? I told her I went to go work like my first full like week in New York, like maybe 2 months ago for the charity shit. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is so weird. I'm packing more like clothes with collars and khakis than I am like a tie-dye t-shirt and my sweatpants. I got 2 pairs of sweatpants in this whole bag. And I was like, am I selling out? Like, I was like nice. So I got back, put my hands in the dirt. I was like, yes, this is me. This is me. This is Terrance.
It's so funny how like putting on a collared shirt for something like just feels so restricting.
Dude, it's not my steez. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I can rock the babe. Can I rock a collared shirt? When I dress up, do I look good?
Shit.
All right. See, I can step out. You know what I'm saying?
He got the nod.
I think she's contractually obligated to say that.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, man. I just like to lounge around in my. If I can wear it to chillin', I want to be able to grow in it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
I'm trying to be comfy. I'm the king of cozy, dude. That's what I tell everybody. I'm Sultan of Sweats and the king of cozy.
I'll be in my crib.
Well, isn't that what they call Babe Ruth? The Sultan of Swat? Call me the Sultan of Sweats, dog. I'm king of cozy or the Sultan of Sweats. That's my new nicknames right here. That's my stoner names.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, right here. I'm dropping that right here.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good pair of sweatpants.
Dude, they gotta be Nike. I will say that. I feel like I've opened up my eyes. What were they, like a couple pairs of Champions?
Champions back in the day?
Dude, Champions now, they came back. Like, they're making Champion in America.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, even Nike is making shit in Nike. It's like $15 more, for everything. But, we got wages that aren't like Bangladesh or wherever the fuck they're doing that wages.
A week,
like, shout out, I'll pay Paul's fucking salary so he's comfortable and that doesn't have, so like I can feel more ethical about wearing Nike.
Yeah,
like, shout out to Phil, dude.
Yeah, I sleep better.
I sleep better. Yeah. It's more cozy too, dude. So I definitely sleep better. I'm telling you, like they're thick. The clothes are thicker, dude. It's a great shout out. Everybody in the cannabis community, if you support Nike, you support Nike USA. I don't know why I'm saying that for free. Phil,
Hey,
Phil, if you see this, make sure you highlight this little few seconds because like we need, Nike should be up on this wall now.
For
like
sure.
Nike pop,
Nike slide,
the Stone Street MBG. I'll collab with y'all on the first Stoner sneaker. I know they do the 420 shoe, but fuck it, let's get a real one.
I'm down.
Let's get a line. Let's get a line. We got the Fizz line. If we pop up on Nike, dude, fuck it, let's ride.
The Fizz line. We haven't even got to there. So we got your first breeding project with the. What was it? The Cushmans?
That was the Cushmans project.
And then is the Fizz the second?
The Fizz is the newest.
The newest project.
Let me tell you something.
On.
And this is like the adamant part about me. The reason why the Fizz line was able to come out. Shout out to Corey from Clone Depot.
Yes, sir. Got the flaming hot Cheetos from him.
He was able to. Him and his brother Shane. I don't want to forget Shane. Shane too.
Yes,
Shane.
And there's another dude that works with them.
Yeah, for sure. He's up there somewhere. Somewhere in the I
some shit.
I don't know, and I don't even want to put him on blast like that. I haven't met him personally, so I'm not gonna put him on blast. So
I was talking to him the other day.
Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah, so my bad. I don't even know if it's just, you might want his Instagram credit. So he deserves it. He deserves it. But yeah, the reason why this line was able to come out so fast was. I'm so into production flower right now, and Corey stepped up huge, bro. Corey, Shane, and them stepped up huge so we can get this testing done and get these out to people without knowing that we were handing them shit.
For sure. And that's a thing that I feel like there's some breeders that don't do at all, or some people don't even understand.
And charge you so much more than what we're going to charge you, too.
Yeah.
That's the worst part about 100%. it. Like, untested gear, $250. $300.
We started with that shit with 6 seeds. One of them is white, so you got 5 seeds, and out of those 5 seeds, 4 pop, and then out of those 4, 3 are Herms.
Shout out my boy Masonic. That's who I came in this motherfucker wanting to emulate, dog.
That guy has the best deals. Some people don't like him, but
we have the best fucking relationship. I told you that same 2019 Indo Expo. I walked up on the guy and fucking just said, "Hey man, see you on the internet a lot." Bro, we had like a 45-minute conversation, traded hella genetics and shit.
His little, not little, but his comic about pollination that I had him sign it.
Dude, I had him sign it too. People looked at me like I was like, Edgar's my nigga. Now leave me alone. That's my dog. Right? You don't know where Edgar's going. Leave my man the fuck alone. Dude, I've been rocking with Edgar. Remember, dude, he was working at CBS, and y'all motherfuckers talk about like I can't get somewhere. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Hours. Put in your hours.
He has the free seed day, one of the biggest
events out.
Everybody.
Bro, my man had a store on fucking Fairfax.
Yeah.
You know what's on Fairfax? Like, I don't even like California, and I know it's on Fairfax. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how big of a deal that is. So, like, shout out Mace. That's number one. Like, he keeps, like, dude, I'll get a random text or, like, a random fucking just DM, like, keep going, and just shit like that, man. It's just like, if I got any questions, like, or if you're in town, like, yo, he's been one of, like, I'll call him my big brother in this seed shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but he definitely keeps me going with that shit. Like,
I feel like, Slaughter?
Slaughter Genetics, yeah. I ran into Slaughter. Dude, I don't think, like, at this point, like.
Cool guy, fucking, same shit, like, when I first started breeding and stuff, I would get his gear and see his shit, and, bro, I would ask him questions, and he would take the time, answer my questions, help me out, have an hour phone call, like, hey, I'm thinking about this. What do you think about this? You've been in it for fucking forever.
And it's not going to be everybody, but, like, you're going to
100%.
gel with somebody. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, that's why I tell people, don't be scared to ask. And, like, if it's not me, here, let me look into the camera and say, if it's not me, it's because of timing, dude. I swear to God, I'm busy, bro. Like, if I hit you and you feel like I wasn't giving you the time of day, or I wasn't being helpful, or I push you off. And here's another thing too. If I simply hit you back, and I've had friends that I've gotten in fights with this for, if I hit you back with a book title or say read a book, that is not a shot to your intelligence. At all. That is me saying,
this helped me.
That is the thing where I got the answer that you just asked me the question. 100%. So if it's just because I didn't have time to write it out to you, I'd rather you have the full gambit of information anyway. 100%. And so should you. Don't feel bad if somebody recommends you a book. It's not a shot to your intelligence. They're just giving you what you want.
100.
Better than maybe they can explain. Like, there's a lot of things. Like, shit, I'm not, dude. We were just talking about salts earlier versus, there's things on that label I can't fucking say. I'm not a scientist. You know what I'm saying?
Or what molecular compound and how it affects the plant on a micro.
Dude, R.I.P. my boy Joe Green. Like, I didn't believe him, but at all. But he said, I got chemistry for you, dog. And he had it. That's the only reason I got through that mug. But at the end of the day, yeah, man, I tell people all the time I'm a dirt grower because I'm a simple guy.
Yeah.
I'm a soil guy. Like, I tried to explain no-till growing to my grandma one day because I was excited about, like, I'm doing it like how you used to do it. Like, and you put it's organics. I remember her having a farmer, dude, my grandma, like, from the time I was, like, I want to say earlier because I probably just don't remember. But she had yard of the month every month, like every month until she hit like 70 something like that years old, and they told her she couldn't get it anymore. Like, this isn't fair anymore. Yeah, this isn't fair anymore. So she'd always be growing stuff, and she'd always be talking about the difference between organics and going to Piggly Wiggly, and because she'd only get her meat from the grocery store. And I was just like telling her like, oh, I'm doing this organic thing. And I'm explaining it to her, and she's like, "Oh, you mean poor man's farming?" I was like, "Oh, I'm sitting here thinking I'm about to rock your brain. Like she's about to go out in the garden. I'm about to send her amendments, and she's like, she's gonna be like, alfalfa meal, yeah. I know what the worm cat, yeah. I used to get those from Don up there. So you know, I guess it just came natural to me. You know what I'm saying? Like the idea of growing that way, like it eases my mind growing that way. You know?
Oh yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with salts, just so y'all know.
At all.
Just so everybody knows. I'm never going to be that person that tells you your weed sucks because it salts. I'll tell you your weed sucks because of a lot of other various reasons, but because of how you grow it or your medium, that's not going to be the reason why your weed sucks coming from me. Yeah. There's plenty of other reasons, you know what I'm saying? There's, you know, for me to judge it before. Or write you off because you grow salts and I don't do it.
Oh, you use salt. Oh, it's gonna taste like cardboard.
That's fine. Some people's do.
Yeah, 100%.
Shit, there's some people's weed that
100%.
you smoke that grew it 100% organically that doesn't know the inputs yet, and it tastes like dirt.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks great, tastes like ass. Just like that salts looks great, tastes like cardboard. You can do the same thing, dude. It's just like I said, I'm not that guy that's gonna tell you I'm not in this salts versus. I'm not in it. Never have been. I'm not in this salts versus fucking organic. I just grow organically, and I respect everybody and how they grow as long as they grow good weed. I still respect you if you don't grow good weed. I just won't smoke it. But I respect all human beings.
Oh, 100%.
It makes a big difference with salts just in terms of like a scale thing.
Dude, you got to know what you're doing.
Yeah. Like, you
got to know, like, dude, and this is like going to make me sound bad if you have an Asian population watching this, but like every time I walk into a grocery store, I'm like, bro, that guy's going to go get something for hydro. And I get it. They understand math better than me. It's a formula. You know what I'm saying? I can fuck off something, you know what I'm saying, in my organic regimen. And it still takes time to eat up. So like I'm a day or two behind. You know what I'm saying? They just understand the formula. That's why like everybody looks at like these Asian packs as a threat. It's like, yeah, because they can produce so much more than you because they got the formula. And they're not deviating one bit, dog. Yeah. And that's why everybody, like every government, every time Asians get involved, it's always, and I hate it for my Asian homies to do it. It's like, bro, y'all just figured out the fucking numbers. Kudos. Kudos. Like, I don't want to smoke it, but like at the end of the day, what's the goal? Make money.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, like they're figuring it out. Like, so I'm just not a scientific guy to figure things out like that. You know what I'm saying? I need a little bolster. I'll tell people that with no like, I feel bad about myself now. It's okay. No. Like, you know, I can look myself in the mirror and deal with it. But yeah, man, this is a good conversation. I fucking think this is the conversation that more people need to be having, especially about the industry. 100%. Yeah, I appreciate the time up here.
No, I appreciate
getting stoned as shit.
Bro, I'm fucking ripped, but I just keep going. You know, we ain't no quitters. You can always get higher. We're like at eye level, so we're trying to
like above the cloud. We're just flying 30,000 feet up. That's the number.
I'm trying to see that.
I will say I'm not gonna be Richard Branson. I'm not going that high up. That's not for T. I'm already 6'7". No, man, I'm 6'7", dude.
Going skydiving.
I mean, I tell people all the time, I'll jump out of a plane if I have to. So if you trick me, if you get me in there, if you get me in there, I promise you, just take me on like a PJ and tell me like something's wrong and we're going to Vegas or something. You'll get me on my birthday or some dumb shit. You'll get me. I will jump out of that plane with no hesitation. I wouldn't even you wouldn't even have to instruct me on the strings. I'll probably pull it wrong. It might be the end of me, but I'll act like I'm James Bond and know what I'm doing. I know it's fight or flight, and that'll happen.
We're coming down.
So just if you want to get me to skydive, just trick me, and I'll be the first one out the plane. You won't even have time to tell me what I need to do. You just come get me. Yeah, but. Nah, I'm not going that high up, man. Space isn't for me. I think we started as a smaller people. I'm 6'7". I broke that cusp. So if we go to space, we're probably going to start with smaller people again. I think I'm already like out of the running. I don't even think the Army wants to really make clothes for me. They banned David Robinson and told him he could only go but so far. I think it just gets costly at some point. You can't be in a submarine. How am I going to be in a submarine? What am I going to be in a fighter jet? I can barely fit on a fucking flight. Like, what am I going to do?
Say, man, so on your height, like, do you have to pay for like the more
dude,
expensive tickets?
Have you ever heard of a poor man's first class?
That's the window seat.
No, man. You fucking buy.
Exit?
That's the second step.
Yeah.
But this is the way, man. For you 6'7" and up people that don't want to sit in the seat, buy 3 tickets. Buy one non-refundable ticket, the one you actually want, make it the aisle, and then buy 2 other tickets that are refundable.
And just refund it at the
45 minutes before your flight. Refund the 2 tickets. Nobody has time. A plane boards 30 minutes before, dog. Here's a little hack for you. I'm telling you, bro.
You got the whole row.
You have the whole fucking row. People always ask me, like, I have. If you go through my pictures right now, I send people pictures all the time.
Cancel.
Whole row.
That's so sweet.
Whole fucking row, dude.
Either
that or just fly really fucking late, and then nobody
midnight.
wants the red eyes.
I don't know. Every time I get the red eye to Miami, that shit packed in a motherfucker.
Oh, I bet for Miami. And people actually plan to get off that flight and party. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to it, though, because for sports, they're just cheap as shit. And they're like, oh, kids can sleep anywhere. So that's one less day they have to pay for a hotel. You know what I'm saying? So then we just get up, drive over to the hotel, pass the fuck back out, and then go about your day. So I'm used to this red eye shit. Like, I'm used to just like, oh.
That's the schedule.
Yeah, that's the schedule. I like it. I fuck with it, But yeah, dude, I'm not paying for first class. Poor man's first class, dude. Poor man's first class and flying early as shit in the morning or late at night. That's how you get by being my size. There's tips and tricks for any of you 6'7" growers out there, 6'7" and up. That's how you do it. It's just we're here to spread game.
Damn,
all day, every day.
You got more than half a foot on me.
That's what she said. No Diddy pop.
No Diddy. No dude. That's crazy, bro. That whole thing is crazy, bro. Like, it's like almost to the point where it's like, dude, if there's anybody on television, like, what'd you do to get on television, bro?
100%.
Like, it's like and then anybody that like I know that's like I want to move to like LA and like be a celebrity now. I'm looking at them like,
what you selling yourself for?
What do you see what's going on now?
See the
right?
party? I want to be part of it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Like, and dog, like if that's your bag, we're still cool. But like, just tell me, motherfucker. Like, let me know.
Yo, you're gonna fly out here now?
Like, dog, let me know. Yeah, I just want to know. Like, I don't go to those parties. I wouldn't go to those parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, Big Mike, Big Mike advance. I don't care if this ruins my career. I'm not coming to your parties, bro. Big Mike, I'm not doing it.
Done, Big Mike.
Done with advance. Everybody, not saying cancel Big Mike, but I'm not coming. I'm not gonna be there. Y'all can have that in California. You and all the rest of them.
Shit.
Yeah. So I think isn't that like the closest we got to like a Diddy situation? Not stirring up drama, but like I think like if I had to compare my industry to hip hop and fucking entertainment, like that would be like the closest
That's
thing.
The
like,
next one in 2 years you're gonna see the
y'all nutrient company motherfuckers. I'm watching. Getting big and selling to Monsanto. Getting big and selling to Monsanto.
No time.
No hate, man. Get your bread, dude. Like I said, get
that
your bread,
money.
dude. Get your bread. It's tough out here, right?
It's tougher than a bitch.
Yeah,
Economy's fucked.
You guys both are breeders. I'm kind of curious. Like, so have you heard about like CRISPR?
CRISPR, yeah, like just gene, the gene thing, yeah, man.
What do you think? Like,
can we really do that with cannabis?
I think
know.
so. Fucking PM resistant, drought tolerant,
Right.
fucking.
So we can. Like,
I want short plants because the plants are in a small thing and I'm doing tiers. Oh, I want these stretchy plants that do this.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I think we need to have the research to see what code does what, right?
Look, that's it. Remember when, like I said, I was a cigarette smoker, right? I have no shame or no hate on anybody who used vapes to stop smoking cigarettes and shit like that. But when you came in my face and told me that shit was safer than a cigarette, and that was your pitch to me, it was like, bro, like safer by like the 6 months this motherfucker been out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I feel like when we start like altering stuff and playing with shit, like, I wasn't a spice guy coming up like, oh, it's like weed. Nah, motherfucker, just smoke weed.
Spice, bro.
You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
I don't know what the fuck was in that
I don't
shit.
know what it was. I had no idea. I didn't understand the craze.
I don't even want to say who it was, but they got caught up. But that they were selling that shit back home and shit. And bro, because people be on papers, and that was the alternative.
Dude, you want to know what it is? You
I would
mentioned
see
papers.
people tweak and fucking
Tweak out. Fucking, I had a
foam,
friend who fucking
seizures.
Dude was at pro day at his college, bro. Smoked the shit the night before. Passed out, had a seizure in front of major league scouts.
Yeah, it's not
career
good.
done, bro.
Yeah,
Career done. Did it 2 days in a row.
Jeez.
He didn't learn the first time?
No. Like, just had a residual seizure the next day from like the shit. Smoked it at night, came the next morning, had the seizure working out. Then the next day had another fucking seizure.
Oh my! So he could have permanent fucking
he
damage.
could have been fucked up. But like, you know, so that's where I'm at with anything about like altercating substances. And
so no CRISPR.
I mean, dude, if it works, it works. And if we find out later that it fucks you up, I mean, I guess we've been. Remember when we were all like, I know. Dude, y'all are in weed. I know y'all remember like scraping dabs, like straight purging into like open blasting into a Pyrex, no purge, no oven, and
that
just
shit would be black.
you were yeah,
you smoke that
it looked
shit
wonderful.
Hot,
It'd be gold as soon as you scraped it. It just turned into a blob of black. Dude, we were fucking
titanium.
We could have already been dead. So what's the difference?
The worst has
like
already
the
been.
word, like we've done some shit, you know. So if it's in the name of experimental, you know, we've already been experimental this whole weed thing. We've never scheduled it to a place where we could study it efficiently.
100%.
You know, so like we've all been taking a chance. Like people ask me all the time, like, T, as much weed as you smoke, you think it's bad for you? So people all the time, dude, I don't know if your lungs are designed, right, by design to intake oxygen and expel CO2. That's just science, right? Am I getting that wrong? You know, I told you I'm not a chemist, so I don't want to sound stupid on the internet.
Get sucked in by the little like sacks.
So are we supposed to be smoking it as much as we are? I don't fucking know. I'm not a doctor, but it ain't knocked me off. And when I go to the doctor, he tells me everything's fine, right? Mm-hmm. So I go by that, you know, and I've been smoking weed since I was 13 years old, almost 20 years deep of smoking pot. I've never had a doctor be like, oh, you got emphysema or some stupid shit. Matter of fact, I used to have asthma.
Me too. As a jit, I had asthma. I couldn't even walk to the fridge without
real shit. Like, and until I was 12. I'm telling you, like, and it might be ironic, but like, yeah, I tell people there was a story, but like,
that's why
I had a coach throw my fucking inhaler out of my fucking, like, I was running. He was like, fuck it, if you drop, I'll fucking take you to the hospital. But that's when I tell people asthma got scared out of me. But ironically, I started smoking weed at 13.
Yeah.
I didn't have asthma no more. I never took an inhaler nowhere with me after that.
Huh.
So I don't know. I'm not, then like I said, I'm not a doctor. Do not quote what I say in my experience.
Don't quote me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's number one. I'm not gonna come up here and claim anything. I'm just telling you what happened in my fucking life, as it pertains to my breathing and such like that. You know, but then you hear people that, you know, maybe a little younger than you or a little older than me, and they sound like they're on their last leg, and they talk about I've been smoking since I was 12 too, and maybe that's because weed wasn't as good back in the day.
Yeah.
Dude, all this stuff too. Like, think about like,
Nigga, we used to get weed that came in fucking the same package as gasoline.
yeah. Well, think about all the shit that
Fire.
people were spraying on it too.
Brick weed, dog, that nobody knew about, dude. We were smoking
fuck?
weed that was packaged with gas. I remember.
Smell like burlap socks sometimes.
Dude, I thought I escaped that era. My freshman year of college, I'm watching a fucking basketball game with my mom, and these two dudes come and sit in front of us. She's like, they smell like gasoline. I was like, Mom, I sad to tell you, but it's weed. It's just, I would never bring that in your house anymore, and I'm not fucking 13 anymore, but that's really bad weed. That's just how it gets into this country, and fucking, you know. And that's the coolest part about it is like people are exporting weed, like not us or like supposed to be, you know, but like can you go up to Canada and it's like, bro, like they can export Thailand. Like I'm talking to people talking about like, yeah, 70% of weed's coming from other countries. I was like, dude, like that's fucking sick. You know, I'm going to New York and I'm like, how did everything I'm smoking come from California? Like, oh, the same way that everything I was smoking in New York came from California since I was born. But like, dog, we're talking about like a legal trade now, bro. Like Germany, like places like that, they're importing mass amounts of fucking weed.
Wow.
And it's a wild ball game, dude. It's a wild ball game. And that's why I tell people, like, as you know, as detrimental as it's gonna be for some, I'm still, even if I get pushed the fuck out, like I'm always gonna have a grow somewhere for myself, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because I'm never buying Walmart weed or fucking gas station pot. That's not my MO. But
I'm tired of the lemon cherry gelato.
yeah, exactly.
What do you
Dude,
guys
I'm
got
telling
for
you,
me?
if there's anything in CRISPR right now,
Monsanto's
Monsanto's running and making the perfect form of. The market has shown that lemon cherry gelato is in the game. I know that's happening right now. But yeah, dude, like I fucking really think that like, dude, it's going to be an exciting thing. Who doesn't want to see the thing like beyond making money off of it and all the other things? Like, dude, we were smoking weed because it was cool to us.
Yeah.
Like I said, there was a time, it was an outlaw mentality. It was cool to us. Just the same way as,
Secret
you know,
society.
Yeah, kids had fucking the same. It was like its thing. And they even got down too with weed. But like, remember when there were no such thing as skinny jeans? And emo kids were cutting their sisters' pants. That was so innovative, bro. That was so innovative. I had a homie that was talking about it. He was like, bro, people used to make fun of me. And I was like, dude, because you were an innovator. And he didn't even think about it that way. He was like, thank you, T. And I was like, bro, but you were wearing your sister's pants.
Gotta put you out
like,
there,
bro,
but
I fucking lie. I was like, bro, what do you think? Like, you think like starting some new shit is gonna be cool? Nah, dude. Like, weed's been illegal forever. Yeah. Weed's been illegal forever here.
Facts.
Forever. Like before they were using it in hemp and shit, but like motherfucker like Andrew Jackson, you go read his diary, he's talking like, yeah, I smoked the shit out of some hemp. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like he wasn't smoking no gas.
Yeah.
You know, for the time, I'm sure it was great. I'm sure it was very relaxing.
That shit was
very
2%,
relaxing and gave him head clarity.
Yeah, right.
And then the other half that I didn't smoke, I gave it to the horses and shit. Like,
these horses are.
You gotta think about
calm.
it, bro. Like everybody was growing weed. How do you think? Like, bro, we can't get this
fibers.
high because at the end of the day, our body had to be able to absorb it. Everything had weed in it. We were eating it. Yeah. We were feeding it to crops. Everything had weed in it. So like at some point, we got to acknowledge that it was doing something. You know, I laugh. You said papers earlier, right?
Yeah, on papers.
And then people being on papers and that being like one of the number one issues of people like getting off a pot.
Yeah.
You want to know what really fucks people up? And I swear I wanted to write a paper. I know it sounds nerdy, but I wanted to write a paper about it. You realize in college, give my dissertation on, get another one, another 1,000-page paper. Like I promised I'd never do again. I'll do one on.
This was out of
I'll do one on how they turn you into drug addicts. Right?
Oh, I want to hear this one,
dude. It's real. When you get to become a senior, right?
Uh-huh.
In college, everything starts becoming like job fairs. And what are you going to do with your life? Everybody's in your fucking face. How are you going to make money? How are you going to make money? How are you going to live? Your mom's not paying for anything anymore, you little bitch. How are you going to live?
She's tough out here.
It gets real. So you start going to these things, right? What do they all tell you got to do? You want to go work at JP Morgan? You got to take a drug test, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you develop this fucking raging coke habit on the weekends.
Oh yeah, it's
because it's out of your system in 2 days.
2-3 days.
I got Friday and Saturday, go ham,
and
then you become a corporate dick. Like I said, my mom ran HR. You can always deny it the first day and come back the next day. So I got an extra day to get it out of my system. And all these drugs do that shit, right?
Yeah,
because they ain't worth shit. Nobody ever takes into account, like, you ever think, like, why, like, dog, if you eat McDonald's, right, it runs right through you.
Yeah. What nutrients?
If you eat vegetables and shit, stick around for a little bit. Besides, one's high in fiber and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they stick around a little bit.
Because you got to
might be because your body's using the things and it's better for you, you know. But nobody ever takes it into account because you got to take this fucking drug test, and everybody starts doing all these other drugs. Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm cooler with these." They ditch weed and go do other drugs,
designer drugs.
Yeah,
and shit.
Now and you know, it's like almost like you got to grow up to get a fucking corporate job. Grow up to these drugs. You got to do blow. Weed's the bullshit.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street. You got to pump those numbers up. I take a martini and then 2 bumps and a martini and then 2.
Yeah, dog, and it's just. And it's all to just keep you fucking moving, wheeling this fucking machine. You know what I'm saying? You're wheeling this machine, this coke-fueled fucking machine.
And that stimulates the fucking economy like a motherfucker.
Exactly. Dude, I'm never going to make as much as fucking what's his name? Jamie Dimon and them at fucking JP Morgan. I'm never going to. That's a realism. Nor do I think, like, dude, I don't care what billionaire it is. You got to be a wild motherfucker to make $1 billion, bro. Michael Jordan, I don't care who you think it is. You gotta be a wild motherfucker to, I'll repeat it, a wild motherfucker to have
really going on. You know what I mean? Like
some shit that half of y'all wouldn't stomach. So them billionaire dreams, I would take them down. Because you want to turn them into, you know, millionaire and caviar and shit. Because you don't, it's some wild shit to be a billionaire. I say it once, I'll say it twice.
Shit. And they say too, like, I forgot what was the number, but like to end world hunger, this and that, it wasn't even like a crazy amount. Maybe
dog. You don't think that everybody, dude, first and foremost, let's just open people's eyes real quick. Don't want to. There's somebody walking around with $178 billion. That's, or what is it? Trillion, billion? No. Well, no. There's companies with assets in the trillions. Yeah. There's people with hundreds of billions of dollars. How did they get it? They sell you a product, right? If any of those people were to end world hunger, they'd be the greatest human ever, right? You'd buy everything from them.
Oh, for sure.
So there has to be something stopping that person from doing it.
So, someone's telling them they can't do it.
You can't do it. Like, it's just not happening. And I'm not telling people to stop trying to fight for world hunger and shit. Because it's just going to take more of us than what you think. It's just, you can't go blame somebody because somebody don't want to step out of that seat. There's some things you're just not able to do.
We'll shut that whole company down. Oh, you think we'll fucking cancel you real quick.
And you think you cancel celebrities. There's something bigger than this public opinion, just so y'all know. In case you're not hip to it, there's something bigger than the public opinion that'll cancel you. And I'd much rather be canceled by y'all than
you know.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things. I tell people all the time, be happy with what you got. And that's why I think cannabis really brings to me is, you know, like I said, from the angry kid that like wanted his dad to be at every basketball game, so he'd be mad when things didn't go perfect, to like smoking weed and like, fuck it, you get another shot. You know, in about 20 seconds, actually, you're good. Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, it helped me, bro. Like, it really did. It made me a fucking a more manageable person to be around. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I'm not saying that I'm a dick without weed, but at the end of the day, it's just like
it puts you in a different mind frame where, like,
dude, I bet my mom one time $10,000 before I transferred colleges that she was like, you can't stop smoking weed. I was like, I bet you 10K
10 bands
that
right
you can
now.
drug test me at the end of the month. I won't smoke weed.
You lost.
Nah, I made it. I got self-control, dog. I got self-control, man. I got self-control, everybody. All right, but I will tell you this. I made it 28 days, and it wasn't February. I don't know if my mom just was letting me off the hook or what the fuck was going on, but she tested me all day 28. I was the happiest person in the world after I passed that drug test to be able to go back and smoke weed. It was crazy. And I was also working out with this dude named Shamari Spears, who was at UNC Charlotte at the time when I was at Johnson C. Smith. And dude, we smoked weed every fucking day.
And you tested negative?
Dude, I only got drug tested for weed by my mom. I got drug tested by the NCAA for steroids like 6 fucking times.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, and if you see me, like, I was never like this giant guy. I don't know if, like, that was just a way to fucking just make sure they said that somebody got tested for steroids, but and maybe a combination of like, hey, we'll test him for steroids because we know he smokes weed or some mystical thing. I never got tested for fucking weed. I always was in there peeing for fucking steroids.
And then you coming out clean, so you're like, yo, don't even mess with him. He's coming out clean. He's a good kid, you know? So,
but this kid, Shamar, he was getting drug tested every fucking day. And we're smoking every day. This dude had a sauna. We'd work out. He'd go to the sauna after the workout.
Sweat the fuck out.
We'd work out again. And the only thing in his diet, like drinking-wise, water and green tea. Never failed a drug test. The whole 2 years he was at UNC Charlotte.
Nah, he paid someone. What?
How does that work?
I have no idea. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what I've seen in my life.
Was he very skinny?
No. Big dude. Here, I'll pull up Shamar right now. You're going to be like, there's no way, bro.
That doesn't make sense. And again, don't quote me.
Here's the other part.
Because they say it stays muscle, in your fatty tissue.
And he was a big muscular dude, though.
So certain compounds stay around longer than others.
But, dude, I'm going to pull up Shamar right here for you.
That's wild. My boy used to say if you drink a gallon of water and sweat, in 2 or 3 days, you'll come out clean. But every day,
he started
that's
at
wild.
Boston College, but he's a big guy. Like, tell he's not a small guy.
See his face.
Yeah, here you go. You scroll through that. He's a solid dude, bro.
Yeah, bro. Nah, no way. No way. You think his metabolism was super fast?
Dude, I think that's what the green tea and other stuff were doing. Was just eating high metabolism type foods and shit like that.
So it was just, that's wild.
Like I said, like
now I want to.
Let me put it like this: like if
I
you think like I'm
blood.
saying,
like how did that,
right?
Like how did that interaction fucking?
I'll tell you this, like.
Or were you guys smoking bunk?
No, we weren't. We were smoking great in college. Like by the time I was in college, like I was only selling and smoking great weed. I couldn't find bad weed if you asked me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But by then, it was just like, we were working out at such a rate, and like you're a college, you're not smoking like you were in high school. You got shit to do. You know what I'm saying?
You
so
smoke
I think
at the end,
you know
or
what
at the
I'm
beginning
saying?
Before everything
Gets going and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like I think maybe just less weed intake and like always keeping your body going. Essentially, you're waking up at 5. You got fucking your first workout 5:30, second one at 11, and practice at 7. Every day. So. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I just know we didn't fail drug tests around here, baby.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. And so here with the fizz line, I see it's a sherbet cake crossed with strawberry guava or straw guava.
Yeah, that's from Harry, man.
Harry Palms?
Harry.
Bro,
Harry,
shout out to Harry.
Shit, dude.
He
Harry,
gave me
you make the
papaya.
Dude.
Fire.
Dude, Harry's killing it, especially in the washer side right now.
Yeah, for sure.
If I'm making lines and they're for washers, and I think everybody should, you should be putting Harry crosses in there if you want to make sure that you're putting out washers right now.
My Dirty Merlot is black maple crossed with
another good washer. Yeah. Like there's so many washers out there that Harry has his fucking name on.
Honey banana.
And I'm happy to see
guava, 90 micron.
And I'm happy to see that after the split, everything's going great for him, man. You know, and that's just being honest. I love to see people get credit for their work and everything like that. So yeah, he's killing it right now.
Yeah,
straight killing it.
I saw him at the shout out to Groovy Gravy.
Dude, I'm gonna miss Wolf. I'm gonna miss it, bro. I just realized I have a fucking wedding to go to the same day as the Groovy Gravy. So I'll be in North Carolina this year, dude. I'm gonna miss Groovy Gravy. That sucks.
Yeah.
I love Groovy Gravy. It's a great event, dude.
I go there, network with other breeders, give people out, some packs. Just like, hey, you're here shopping today. You're gonna pop seeds. Here you go.
Oh, yeah, shit. Speaking of people packs, here you go.
This guy's about to bless me right now.
Oh yeah.
We got here some bottom bitch. Oh my god, it's a biscotti with Fillmore Slim.
Some more right here. Yeah, I think I got the picture right behind you.
We got the Gelato 41 with the Fillmore Slim. We got the Money Tree, the La Mange. Oh, that was the one that you really like. I fuck with La Mange heavy, dog. Shout out to my boy, Stefan. But I think it's from Clearwater. Yeah. That shit was fucking fire as fuck. We grew the fuck out that bitch. Deuce and a quarter. I-95. I fuck with gas, chems, fire. Players Ball, Mimosa. This is for you for sure. That's what he loves.
You know, he loves it. He told me. When he said he loved fruits, I told him I was going to get a bag together for him. Let me get it right.
We got the Come On Now. This is for you too. Now and Later for sure.
Yeah, I love that fruity shit, dude.
Yeah. I want that fucking gas. Candy, I-95, Gold Daytons.
Gas
Yo,
is
you
kind of
know,
like
you know,
nighttime
Shit.
smoke.
bouncing on a 6'4", dog.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't from LA, but I can jock a little style. Matter of fact, when I gave the name title out, it was Mace that hit me out. He was like, "How the fuck do you make Gold Daytons and Deuce and a Quarter and all these cars and I ain't got none of them." I said, "The box is coming, dude. I don't
It's
make
on the
nothing
way."
I don't make nothing and it's not coming. Come on, man."
Yeah, that's fucking dope. And look at all these crosses you have here with the Fizz. So you said this was the newest drop, and then you also have more coming.
Dude,
Do you
yeah, me and
want to talk about this a little bit, and then what you have?
oh yeah, dude. Me and Corey, we've made a little magic out of this. I know he has collabs going out with other people as well.
Oh yeah.
But I think we're about
We
to make
working.
some magic for them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My man's always working, dude. If he's not snowboarding or getting tattooed, shit, that
And
dude
if you
is
know him, you
always
know
working.
him.
Shit, I'm pretty sure he's working when he's getting tattooed. I've never like not been able to reach that guy. I'm being honest, yeah. I came here to be honest. I'm going to tell you who's
Shit.
working, and I'm not going to name him who's not, but you'll catch my gist, you know? But yeah,
The ones
man.
we do not mention.
So the Fizz was actually hunted by Corey. It's a 5.5 to 5.7% washer. His cut that he found.
If you don't know
Another
anything
one.
about
Shout out to
washing,
Harry, dude.
Harry, yeah, and also if you don't know about washing, like normally
3's a keeper.
three is breaking even, keeper, yeah, and then anything over 3, you're fucking fanatic.
Golden.
So if you're talking about 5, what?
5.5 to 5.7 was the highest we've seen.
You're fucking talking about the
Yeah.
golden goose.
We're killing it.
And if it also has, because like the GMO washes super good as well, but some
It's
people
in the
don't like
7.
those terps.
Yeah, it's just like the garbagey terps that people don't. They got sick of them. Like I said, it's just
well,
you
they
got tired of
overplayed
hearing
it because of so much of it going through, and like we said right now, like
all the
anything-
GMO crosses that came out because everybody was preying on the next
it
thing.
being a wash and GMO. But
And it's too dominant,
if you're
dude.
able to
Everything
get-
came out
yeah.
just straight GMO. Nobody was finding
and
the
the
other
same bud
side.
structure as GMO, the same weeks.
Time was a killer for
Fucking
people
12,
in the
13
industry.
weaker and shit. Like you could never bring it
Dude, I
down
know
for
somebody who took
flour.
it to 128 days, like religiously,
128. That's
like a flower.
14, 15. I don't know the math right now.
I suck at math. Why you putting me on the spot like that? I suck. I'm not a
7
math.
It's like
times like
third of a year, basically.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like
Yeah.
that's a cycle for people, like from veg to finish,
and that's just flour.
plus 8 days. Yeah, 128 flour. Yeah, and it was rocking though. It was
That's
some of
like
the best GMO I'd ever smoked in my life
4.5
too.
months and shit.
Plus veg time.
That's wild.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, and that's where I understood, like, a lot of these other candies and stuff, they just finish faster too, you know? It's part of the market, especially as people scale up its business. It's part
You
of
got to fit more harvests in.
Yeah.
in the year, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Ode is the guy who can get more harvest.
versus a 9-weeker over the course of a certain period of time.
So
You
that's the
just
other reason
lost
why
an
we're
entire
losing.
harvest. You know
Exactly.
what I
And
mean?
you're losing time, and that's why people are sticking. We're losing stuff that, what's your favorite sativa and where the fuck did it go?
Yeah. No, nobody has those.
Because nobody has time to do that shit.
Nobody
no more.
has
Nobody
the
wants
real
to invest
lemon
the time.
terps or real pine.
But it's like what we were talking about earlier, and this is a personal question. I'm not asking. I mean, I guess you guys can answer below. But if I were to grow something that took 128 days in flower,
Okay.
and then I charged you more for it, would you pay a higher price knowing that I paid that much?
So me personally, being a grower and a breeder, yes. I understand the time.
And you had to know the
and
weed was
effort.
bomb. No, you,
Yeah,
I'm
it
not.
has
Yeah.
to smoke.
Yeah,
I'm not
you know
gonna
what I'm
buy
saying?
it just because I did it this
Yeah,
way and it's
exactly.
You gotta pay me this this
think
crazy number.
I don't think the
for it.
market will. I don't think the market.
Well, not
will
the
go for
market.
it.
You
know what I mean?
personally.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
And that's why I was asking you personally, because I want to make a point here. But would you personally?
I mean, I don't actually like a lot of those.
He doesn't like those like uppity.
Uppity strain, yeah.
They're too
Or
racy for me.
too
So let's take your favorite strain, right?
and just say that it took that long.
Like, let's take the devil's candy,
Yeah.
something that y'all crush all the time. What if it took 128 days?
Shout out.
I mean, I'd be out of business if I ran it.
No, for sure.
You know.
No, for sure.
about
No.
what
You
I-
personally,
As a consumer, as
yeah.
a smoker,
as a consumer, you personally, would you
let's
pay
say
a
you-
grower
yeah.
that you knew was growing flame? Do you think that the amount of time that grower put in, should equal the amount of payment? If that ounce was 4, 5.
Well, yeah,
What
it's
are some outrageous weed prices you've heard for an ounce
because of the fact that it
6
takes
compared to
a
this
whole-
market? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, 6 and a stock I've heard for an ounce.
Yeah, like I'm saying, I wasn't gonna throw those out there, but because I don't want to sound crazy, but I'm
Yeah,
glad
no,
you have too.
it's-
They're out there. You know what I'm saying? There's crazy numbers.
Yeah, and it's also about location and what
And
it
that's
is.
not like, I've heard weed prices like for ounces. And I'm thinking like, oh, you mean like for an ounce of rosin? Like shit hits me.
Yeah.
like, whoa, goddamn! What did you do?
I'd
Is
maybe
it-
do
you
that
found the
if-
holy grail and grew weed.
You know, like if so, like when I used to like have a regular job, when I
Mm-hmm.
got my paycheck, like that would be paycheck weed to me.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
See,
Like,
and that's what I always tell people. That's
Yeah.
that's the key.
So
I
then
think
it's
that's
budget,
the market though.
the budget that you have.
But that's my thing.
that's
you
where
know,
you treat yourself. You know
and
what I mean?
Verde put me on game. Shout out to Dab Logic and them at Verde.
Hey.
At the Indo Expo, we were talking about, everybody wants to have a tier 3 and all these other things and these high plant counts and 10,000 plants and blah, 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 blah. Or would you rather have 200 lights, 1,800 plants, and know exactly what you're going to make every year? And even if you run the fuck out, you know how much weed you can produce versus adding on the problems and just picking a number and just being solid in that number.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's where it comes down to. Because then if you're truly going to, because here, let's break it down. How many people have craft cannabis on their logo and have 10,000 plants going? How do you have a craft anything at 10,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that for the marketing aspect because you realize the hobby grower or whatever that's killing it with 2 lights, he's a craft farmer
For sure.
because he's doing things that can't be replicated. There has to be a craft, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
going on.
You have
and-
all the control. You're doing
exactly.
everything.
And I'm not taking away from the art from growing on scale. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, craft in its essence, from what you mean, is a small boutique thing, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Right? So when we get into that discussion, that's where it comes down to like, are we in this for the cash? Or are we in this to have what we want? Because everybody could pick a number, right? You could do your math. You could say, I want X amount of lights. They're going to cost me this much to run, and I'm going to yield this much, taxes this, and I'll have this many employees. Simple business, right? But when you start trying to chase, like we talked about, that success not being a fulfilling thing, some people throw away great businesses, bro. You lose quality. How many people have we had that are flash in the pans once they try to get too fucking big? We act like it's a great thing for everybody to expand. The first problem with McDonald's, wasn't that McDonald's wasn't fucking great. I'm a huge McDonald's advocate. I'm probably going to go to McDonald's after this. But
they couldn't control the model because like once they started popping up, or at least from the movie that I saw.
no, that's the case. That's the case. They
because
couldn't
the guy-
figure out.
I
They weren't
remember-
consistent.
yeah,
People wanted to sell chicken. People wanted to do this.
Yeah, he'll go.
But once
and,
Ray
like,
got people in fucking line,
yeah,
you lean, you clean. If you can lean, you can clean. I'll put structure into something.
yup,
Dog, it was replicatable, and that's why, dog, everything that's replicatable is worth a lot. If you can replicate it, it's worth money.
that's what they say about like In and Out.
Bro, the Army learned how to move from Barnum and Bailey, dog. Think about it. That's their biggest contract. The Army learned how to move things from Barnum and Bailey, bro.
That's the circus company. Yeah.
Exactamundo.
Yeah.
Dog, think about it. Who moves more swift than the circus?
Right.
Animals, tents, people, by the hundreds.
Set it up.
It's
And
all
we pack it
Googleable
up.
too, so y'all don't think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
No, just
No, this
conspiracy.
one you quote.
I'm
This one
not.
you
Yeah,
quote.
you can quote this. This is not a
Yeah.
conspiracy. You can Google this, but like, yeah, that's their biggest contract, bro. Like, everything's possible, dude. Like, you can teach anybody anything. It's just all, can it be replicated? That's what's value. Why, like, if you run Athena, why does everybody trust in Athena? If you say you do this, it'll give you this.
Yeah.
Don't fuck
And
with it.
and
Don't
it's
twinge it. If
consistent.
you want to, you can. But if you don't want to, it's an easy thing to do. And that's something great for the industry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fucking phenomenal for the industry. And I love to see people who do it. And, and then there's people who screw it up. I don't know how, but they do it.
Yeah. I mean,
It's written there for you.
It's
It's written
so
right there for
consistent,
you.
You know,
It's Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard nothing but good things from Athena growers, you know, and that's the thing. Like I said, I'll never knock a salt grower for growing salt, you know. I've grown drip plenty of times, you know what I'm saying?
Drip hydro?
Yeah,
good.
they've sent me a
My
shit
boy,
ton of
shout
stuff.
out Merkaba, that's what he
You know,
uses.
I've tried everything under the sun. I consider myself a real weed grower, dude. Like, I don't fucking, you know, if it's out there, I've tried it. You know
I've
what I'm
tried
saying?
so many lines. Indo Expo, they were giving out fucking a box of each line. I'm like, all right, this season I'm doing this. I'll do side by sides. I'll fucking whatever until this runs out. And I know about active ingredients, so I'm like, oh, I need potash. Let me look at the fucking.
Yeah,
got
and
the
then
red,
you got to mix.
yeah, I'm gonna use this.
You
one.
gotta
This
be a
is
little
this
careful.
brand,
See, I
that
shortchanged
brand.
myself, and I think I shortchanged a lot of us. I'm just like, yeah, dog, it still is science. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's just art. Once I figured out my flow, you know, I felt like fucking Picasso.
Oh,
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, I'm not Picasso in the weed game. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like him internally. You know, and it's just that feeling.
Well,
and
you
everybody's
are Picasso because look at the art. This is art that's gonna fucking last forever, right? Like even when we're gone, you know, they could still pop your seats. Or now the new wave. Now when they're like, I don't want lemon cherry gelato. Maybe it's like I don't want no more of the froth. This froth is in every fucking
thing. Yeah.
And they
God,
keep
dude,
crossing
dude,
it.
wouldn't that be a great
Why?
feeling? Like, I hope y'all get sick of my shit.
Yeah. You
I
know?
hope
And
one day y'all get sick of my
and
shit.
we talked about it the other day too. Like we always, you know, not bash, but like Blue Dream is like, Blue Dream doesn't get you high, this and that, whatever.
Dude,
the this and the
another
third.
one.
Imagine
y'all fucking got
10,
sick
20,
of hearing
30,
about it. There was just too much Blue Dream. Y'all didn't. Blue Dream was great weed. I'm gonna say it. You remember Blue Dream was great weed.
Yeah.
It was good, but I would say
It was great weed till good better things came out better,
Yeah.
and then it was
Yeah.
just
At the
flooded
time.
weed. It was
Yeah.
almost like it had its own category.
was
Like there
pack
was,
weed.
it was almost like a KB of its own. It was like this step above. It was like, oh,
Kush
you got
breath, Kush
no,
breath?
no. The KB, like we had Kind Bud.
Oh, Kind-
like
yeah,
back in
okay.
the day. So like it
All
was
right.
like you had your Reggie, your Kind Bud, and then like after Blue Dream got played out, it was like Blue Dream, then gas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what happened to it. That's all that happened. It was just, but dude, you've grown Blue Dream too. Like who doesn't love a plant that do nothing to it and it does wonders?
Produces. I have it on my page. If I scroll down,
So who
you'll
can
see.
blame it?
I have fucking cola. It's actually my boy's face. I blurred him out, and it's colas this big, off a little fucking like 5-gallon pot. That's fucking the plant is huge. Fucking beautiful plant.
Dude,
So-
I'll tell you my favorite. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
Oh, thanks. So when I was asking about the CRISPR thing, Blue Dream was in my head because I was like, what if
Oh,
we
that's
could figure
definitely in
out
there.
like which genes are flipped on in Blue Dream that make it so resilient, and then you can flip those on in another strain that has trouble,
Yeah.
but it's fire. You know?
Yeah. See, I mean, and
To
that's
grow on Mars.
like I said. Yep. Shit. It might as well, right? It might as well get it on Mars. I mean,
Mars
shit, let's put it like
weed.
this. Y'all talking about would you go to space? That's the second reason I'm not going. I'm too big, and there's no weed up there that I know of.
Ain't nothing up there.
Is NASA or the U.S. Are they gonna let me bring weed? Like, do I have to? Who do I renew my medical card with? Like to make sure that I'm cool with weed? Because you know I'm a brother. They might lock me up as soon as I show up with the weed.
Yeah, you're up there like, we're at the
Yeah,
International Space
I'm-
Station. Yo, you can't be here with that.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll be in moon jail in a heartbeat, bro. You know, so yeah.
My dog is on the moon base for 5
dog.
years.
I thought it was gonna be cool, but nah.
I guess
It turned out it was just
not.
like going to fucking Dubai. They just drug tested me as soon as I got off the ship.
It's in his blood.
Dude,
Get him
isn't that
out.
crazy?
Get him
Yeah,
out.
they can just
In
drug
the
test you,
blood.
bro. Yeah, they can
And
take
if
blood
it's in
tests.
your blood, they say it's
Dude,
trafficking.
That's unfair. I'm out. I'm
I'm
not.
not going out
I
there.
can't go.
What if they're like $1 billion
Bro,
deal?
you want to know what's your
Hey,
call?
cool, it's fine. Keep it.
Keep it, bro. It's like I said. I told you, you gotta be a wild motherfucker to have $1 billion anyway.
I don't know where
I
y'all
don't
want
know
me
where
out
the
there.
fuck. I don't know where the fuck I'm coming for. You know, I don't know. I don't think what I've done is worth $1 billion yet. So I don't. I mean, I'd be iffy. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, get your money if you can go to Dubai and want to risk it. Have fun. I just don't. I don't think I'm knocking it off my bucket list anytime soon. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
Maybe like find some sovereign wealth fund like intro guy like in New
Yeah,
York or some shit while I'm out here in New
That
York
it
all the
gives you
time.
the pass. They give you a little certificate, like for
link
Snoop
me up with
Dogg.
them. Yeah,
they're
meet
like,
me up with
hey,
like
he's
I s-
good.
Who does Snoop hang out with when he comes here? You know,
Yeah.
I know I'm not like it. He's not gonna know me, but like I just want to get away with the same shit.
Yeah. I want the same pass.
Yeah, I just need that same. I'm not trying to end up. What was Future's DJ's name? That was in there for 40 days and 40 nights. What was that? That makes that DJ Esca. Fuck it, dude was in there for 40 days and 40 nights over fucking a gram of weed. Talking about
a gram?
Talking about I felt lucky because the dude beside me lost his hand for stealing an apple at the airport. So,
dude,
I ain't no thief, but I'm not staying 40
They
days and 40
still
nights.
doing that?
Either.
That's some shit I saw in Aladdin. Fucking
bro. What is it? Hammurabi's code? Eye for an eye, ear for an ear, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, I'm glad I'm American. Proud to be an American.
Yeah.
They give you the chance to duck, dive, weave, hide, and all that. What was it from duck, dodge, dip, weave, and hide, whatever the fuck. They catch you over there. It's over with, bro. Yeah. We give you a standing chance. At least to come back with all your limbs. It's up to you and what happens inside.
Don't touch nothing.
Yeah, man. You know. But yeah, dude, I'm just super pumped on this fizz line too. Getting back to that, like you say. We got a lot of varietals.
I want to say what you got? What you got? What type of terp profiles? You said that 5.5, and what type of terp profile does the fizz have? Is that
dude? Like the fizz is on some sherb shit.
Fuck yeah, that
the fizz is on some sherb shit.
Fucking.
If y'all miss sherb, the fizz is on some sherb shit.
Okay. Do you have a fizz cross to the fizz, like a BX or?
Yeah. So we got the S1s right here.
S1,
the sophisticated.
Yeah.
All right. So let me
sophisticated.
Let me explain something to you guys about like all S1s that will come out from me going forward. They are all S1s. There will be the cross versus to the cross, right? But I will be naming them. And I feel strongly about this. Like I could honestly talk another hour about this. Like
to make, because it's something else, because you're strengthening something out of it.
Not even that, dude. Because you want to know why? Where's the real sour? You want to know what happened to the real sour? Karma and them let out all those seeds, the BXs and all that stuff, and the S1s and all that shit. The consumer popped them. Then they started telling you, me, and them they had sour.
Yeah, and it's their
interpretation
of sour, and it's not really the sour that we know.
From now on, all my S1s will have a name to them. And I feel like this is something that us as breeders should start doing as well, because some people may not have access to a cut. They can get access to your seeds, and now that's the new and that's not even the same genetic line. Okay. If you catch what I'm saying. Because the fizz is Sherbanger, or Sherb Cake times strawberry guava, right?
Yeah.
The S1 reinforces that. So that's not the same as the original cut.
Oh,
and now we're losing original cuts because people are passing off S1s as the original cut.
And it's different.
And it's different.
Yeah.
Genetically and everything.
Oh, for sure.
So now I just think we should all like take the responsibility and time, get a little creative, and just, just for the preservation of genetics at this point.
Well, it makes it into a new strain now, right?
Yeah, because this is now different. It still is the fizz times the fizz. But if you call it sophisticated, nobody can run around and say, I now have, they can't claim Corey's pheno that they claim of the fizz, because that may be what they were looking for. Because that's why you buy S1s, is to find something that's structurally like the same.
Yeah.
But it's not that. So you can't pass off your S100. You cannot do it, and you should not do it, everyone. Do not pass off your S1s. And it happens in bag seeds, too. Think about, why did cookies get so big? The original cookies hermed. It was gas weed, and it hermed. And then everybody took those fucking seeds and popped them.
Yeah.
And then they had
keepers,
a keeper of their new cookies, bro.
Yeah.
That's all that happens. So, it's just an avoidance thing. So, I just wanted to clarify that's why an S1 has a name when it comes from MBG Grow House.
That's smart, though.
I just don't. It's for the preservation of the person whose genetics I may have used. Like I said, I'm Corey's Nate. Corey did the hunting of that project. It's his fizz cut.
Yeah.
So when you find another fizz in the S1, it's not
Corey's
the fizz
cut.
It's not. It's just not. It's something nice. I bet it's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
But it's not that.
Maybe it's even better.
It's your cut is sophisticated.
Yeah.
Now, see, you see what I'm saying, and
I understand.
And it just gives you a little bit more to it. So that's where we're at. But we have a variety of crosses for everybody across all types of terpene profiles that you look for. We got the runts. You know what that's gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
The runts that you crossed it with, was it a pheno with decent bud structures? Because I've seen some runts with smaller buds, and then I've seen white runts, and I guess sometimes people rename things, so you never know.
Of course, yeah.
But the white runts had these nice decent.
If you're looking for clones, Corey does his fucking homework. Corey hunts. If it says runts, it's what they're growing over there with Runts or Life Up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, YB.
Yeah.
Shit.
If it's that, you know what I'm saying? We don't. We can hunt things that we want to cross things too, because that's cool. But half of the seed thing, like I told you, why we started was because we were crossing it to shit that we like.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was the staples in your garden that you felt needed to be put into the genetic library.
Yeah, and reinstate. And then on the other side, like I said, we love the fizz. So if we find something that fizz leans, or later in life when I'm like 70, I might miss the fuck out of runts, you know? And I'm going to pray that something comes out of here that's just straight runts out of this Oompa Loompa. But
so that's runts with the fizz?
Yeah, that's the Oompa Loompa. We got the bubble guts, which is... That's the fizz time, or gummy buns time the fizz. We got
gummy buns?
Yeah, gummy buns. You're gonna have to check with Corey on that one. He told me that one's a banger and it's a washer. So that one, I haven't ran it besides the seed project personally.
Okay.
But I know everything has been ran by Corey. And that's why I said Corey saved me on this one. I was able to do 2 projects at once because of Corey.
That's rough as fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
And like we were talking about earlier, having the trust or having that network where
it's all about the network.
You're building, you're all building, and you could hand off a project, do another project, and now you guys are 2 steps ahead of everybody.
Exactly. And that's the thing. And now he has the clones, he's doing the testing, he has the clones, he has the keepers. We're selling you both.
That was cool at that seed event. He had a couple different phenos of some stuff, and he was having people vote on them.
Yep. And dude, that's what, and we were talking about it the night before we did that. We decided to do. He was like, dude, should I get a whiteboard, or like how should we do this? I was like, just let the people pick. Like, you know what I'm saying? We were gonna raffle off options. I was like, dude, if they want a pheno, we can pick up what we want. Like you said earlier, you have to grow what people like, right? So we take that data very seriously.
100%.
So that's something we're definitely going to start implementing at all of our events and stuff like that. If it's not
so fucking raw.
Yeah, so at least if we don't have he had the live flower, it was just timing was perfect on that one. But we'll at least have jars of flowers so that way you can see the different phenotypes and vote on them, because that's important, man. We want to know what y'all want to grow, and if we ever decide to take it to the next level to another project, we want to know which one you guys are looking for as the consumer. Like I said, I'm a breeding company of the people, man. I want to give y'all what y'all want
and sometimes what you like, it may not be what
that's what I got my personal grow for.
Yeah, exactly.
I can grow whatever I want whenever I want to.
Or make a seed line that you fucking are.
Like I said, I'm up. I don't sleep, so my sleeping schedule's fucked up. So I'm up. If I want to grow what I want to grow, I understand where the market is, and I pay attention. And I don't think anybody just sells has a giant brand I'm gonna sell people what the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's how the things work.
No, not at all. You gotta have at least a variation, right? You could have what you like.
Yeah,
but you gotta have a lot of options, and you gotta allow people the wide range of the palate of the mouth of seeing what they like, what they taste, the high.
Now let me ask y'all this as a question as growers and breeders as well, especially on the rec side with Stone Street.
Medical, but
rec and med. I'm shortchanging y'all. Fuck me. You guys are. How do you feel about the number of varietals you're supposed to keep on deck? Like monocropping. Remember when there was the guy that grew 3 things?
Yeah.
And all 3 of them were fucking fire, and that's all we knew him for.
Yeah, and that's.
Do you ever miss that shit?
Me personally, nah, bro. I like the variety.
You like all the variety, even the growth. Even though it's a headache to go through and pick through and you find out, because remember, like I said, the good old days are this is my strain. I know exactly what it wants on this day. Do you feel like you can achieve the same thing on scale like that?
I think.
Or is it harder?
It's very difficult. Let's say you pull down. I mean, one of the things we do too is every, we have 6 sections. We harvest every 12 days, but each of those sections has a variety of things in it. We just try and pick strains that kind of fall within a certain parameter so that they all kind of work together. But it's nice to have all
as
that.
It pertains to feeds and things like that.
Yeah, and
growth.
See, y'all's setup is amazing. I fucking love how y'all do things the test tables and shit like that. So that's how y'all figure out what needs what and this, that, and the third, and then in protection
we just watch them.
Production, it just goes to. a table that's like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like for me personally, like we have, I think right now about 55 strains, and out of those 55, in my opinion, we're probably only gonna keep 20. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And we're gonna. It's good to have little small batches of certain things, and at least you were able to give that to the patient one time, 2 times. But for production or on a scale level, you're not able to do that. So it does have to kind of fall within a certain parameter.
Yeah.
But like I smoke different types of flower a day, right? So
Yeah.
like sometimes in the morning I want some gassy, something more euphoric, get me going, start working, da 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 da, and then like midday I might hit it with something like that's mild, it gives me a little bit of a body high, but not too much of a body high where I'm too stoned that I don't want to work. But at night, I'm fucking going stony baloney.
Yeah.
I want to be
knock out. Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to. So if I'm as a patient myself, like that, then I would assume that everybody else would need that as well. Need that variety. Need that. Just like certain supplements you take for certain things. You think you're getting sick, you take a vitamin C or fucking emergency or this and that. So I feel like that you need to have a variety, because like even like the greasy runs that I pheno hunted, I don't even like that shit, in my honest opinion.
Dude, beyond all
I don't like it, but I kept it because I was like,
I know other people are gonna.
I was like, I don't like this, but I know for a fact people are gonna enjoy
you got
this.
your test homies,
and they're like, yeah, shit. I'm like,
you're like, really, guys? Like, it's almost like I don't like you guys right now, but at the same time, I fuck with y'all still. Like, and I appreciate it.
And it's also good to have people that give their honest opinion as well. And then you could
don't get yes men and weed, dude. They'll
nah,
have you
bro. You
booth.
could tell me my shit. You don't like my shit. It could be something that you don't like. There's a lot of shit that I see that is fire as fuck, but it's not my terp profile. So like 9 times or 10 times out of 10, I'm never gonna pick it up. It's
not for me thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm never gonna pick it up because it's not. I smell it and I get repulsed by it, and I'm like,
Yeah, I was at work and rolling at an event, and this dude was like, "This is the best weed here," and I was like, "Yeah, if you like oranges."
Yeah, I don't really like oranges.
I'm not an orange guy.
This
and
guy
he's like,
loves oranges.
It, yeah.
He loves the super boof and the citrus and the tangy type and I can't, like, there was a time where, like, when it first came out and I first got introduced to it, I was like, oh shit, nice. And then I'm like, I don't really fuck with this.
It doesn't sit with me the same way. I don't know. I'm not an orange guy. I can honestly say that, but that doesn't mean that those weeds aren't good.
100%.
That's
Can't
a
stress
giant
it
that's the giant misconception. I feel like I'm not one of them guys. I'm not God. My opinion don't fucking even matter. The fact that I'm even sitting here is because y'all like me.
Down.
Back to your question though, the other thing with why it's important to have a variety of things is because, like, let's say like one of our harvests is like 30 pounds. If it's 30 pounds of the same flavor, you're gonna have a hard time moving it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like
that's the market side. That's the market side that I talk about. Like, I'm talking, like, when I ask these questions, I'm talking about like our little inner child, like the one I was talking about that like just wanted to grow weed for a living. You know what I mean? Versus like what I'm doing to be in this market and survive.
Yeah. And you kind of question yourself sometimes,
it's
like, oh, am I?
Well, it's like, I don't question myself. I don't do anything morally. I'm not like spraying Eagle 20 or some dumb shit like some of these motherfuckers out here.
People who know what that is.
Yeah,
bro.
if you're doing that, just stop today, please. For everybody's health, just stop today. Like, I don't have any moral questions. It's just like, man, dude, like, I used to have like rooms dude, before I even had access to cuts and genetics and shit, you know what I was known for? Black Eyed Katie. I guarantee nobody's ever heard of that shit. It was from fucking dog. It was fucking Fishhead OG and something. Fishhead. Yeah, dog. And it was serious. It was from the Bank Genetics.
The Bank, Denver.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
Kind Love. Kind Love used to carry.
Yeah, they carried their seeds back in the day. Yeah. And they had their own dispensaries and all types of shit. But I went in there for clones one day, and then I just saw these seeds. They had another one called Crazy Glue.
Crazy Glue, okay.
And it was GG4 and something. I have to go back in the archives to figure out what these crosses were. But I got known for those weeds, They just renamed them, because that was back in the club day and shit. Mm-hmm. So, like, but this shit was a serious ass OG that I found in these seeds that nobody, like, I'd bring it into the club and people grab some alcohol real quick and wipe out fucking, Black Eyed Katie. Put some other name on it. And it was like, dude, this shit is gas. Like, but I'd have rooms of that, and that was like what I was known for. That was how I, that was the first weed that got me into clubs. That was the first thing, extract, anything that got me into anything. So, like I said, grow what you got. Just make sure you fucking grow it well. That's the key thing that I like to see. Because I hate to see people go into this variety game, and I know you guys don't struggle with it, but I know other grows do.
Yeah.
Trying to play the consumer game.
Oh, for sure.
We all know different plants need different things.
100%.
And they don't give their plants those efforts.
And the thing is, it's a time thing, right? The consumer wants something now, and they're not gonna want it 6 months, 7 months. So by the time you have it in production, you get it down, consumers on the next wave, and now you're chasing each wave, and you're never gonna catch the fucking wave unless you're making the wave
fully, and that's what I'm saying. You never even fully enjoyed growing that plant or maximize that plant to what it was. Growing a weed plant twice or growing a strain twice, you don't know that plant like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And with seeds too, you got to do it 3 times because it has to stable off. You got to make sure. But what came out that first time is completely different from that second and third time.
I hate hearing people.
And you get so crazy vigor the first time, no vigor the second time.
I feel terrible for people who don't understand that, and they go, I found a keeper, and then they put it into production because they take their mother plants. They hit me up and something changed immensely. I'm like, that's nature, dog.
It's stabilizing.
We'll pop them and then just literally take a cutting and without flipping it, they'll take 3 separate cuttings over time and then flip it when it's been cloned a third time. Yep. Because then they just skip the whole, you know what I mean? And then you're like, can I run this or can't I? You know?
For sure. For sure. See, I got into washer hunting, which is, I feel like, is so much more difficult, but I feel like
for sure, because then also too, it's the washing, right?
You got to get a mom first.
There's so many,
because I can't get a real judge by shaking this jar with ice and water, and you know what I'm saying. There's products now for it that I heard are wonderful. I just haven't tried them yet.
I don't know, so I guess it kind of works. But
it does. It shows you something, but it's not on scale. I don't trust it.
Yeah, it's by an eyeball.
What if I grab the perfect few nugs, right? You know what I'm saying? So for me, I have to mom out each seed, right? Take 5 cuts of those. Then I take those 5 cuts and I flour those 5 cuts. So now I'm at a pack of 12 seeds, 5, 10. Each pheno has 5 fucking plants. Yeah. So that way I have enough to wash each fucking pheno, so now I have a true test.
Good number, yeah.
Exactly. So when people so when I tell you Corey saved me, you know what I'm saying? Because right now I was looking for washers and stuff. When I was telling you saved me in testing, he was able to just crank out rounds of fucking flour, so we knew that we weren't getting dog shit. Because that's why the Butterman's line hasn't come out. We're going through. There's a lot of seeds. There's a lot of variation coming out in that line, and we have to get through all of them washing wise. Yeah. Because that's what the line is designed to do. So if we can't give you that data, we're not going to release it.
100%. Going back to doing the work, a lot of people are charging an arm and a leg and basing their information on nothing. Oh, I got these 2 fire strains and it should come out fire.
Yeah.
And then
that's my thing. That's why I love Mace, because he knows what lane he's in. He's just not going to charge you an arm and a leg for it. Yeah. He's going to get every fire strain on the planet. Yeah. And put them together.
Yeah. And you have it there, and you'll find some shit.
Dude, you're going to find some great shit. Yeah. I tell everybody that shit.
My boy had a Wilson Zero that washed, the people that we had last time, Children of the Crop. And then my boy has a Will Funk from him. Mm-hmm. Washes fucking 5.5, 5.6.
Yeah, dude, everybody that's in extracts, go get Masonic gear too.
And sometimes it doesn't
look gear, but definitely go get Masonic gear too. That shit is washing like a motherfucker.
And some of it doesn't look good because it's not about.
And people are winning with it.
Yeah, bro, because of the terp.
Because
profile.
of the terps, he's finding crazy terps, man. Yeah, he's killing it.
100%.
But yeah, man. It's been a good time up here, dude. Y'all can kick me off whenever you want to. I tell people all the time. I smoke so much weed, and I could sit here and smoke and talk weed for the next 20 hours. And you guys tell me when you guys
20-hour episode. It's gonna be a marathon,
dude.
Streaming live.
Shout out to Nip. It is
live
a marathon.
From the 7. Yeah, shout out
to Nip. It is a marathon. Life is
for sure.
So if we don't put in 20 hours straight, we can get 20 hours collectively. I'm not far.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I was just letting you guys know if there's anything you need to do. I know we're all busy people, so
yeah, we're always fucking running around and shit.
Just feel free to say, T, get the fuck out of here. I got shit to do.
Shit. I know. So this is the fizz that you have and you dropped. I know we were talking earlier that you have another line that you're working on that you're about to drop. Like,
dude, the Buttermints is one of
the
my favorite projects I've ever worked on in my life.
what type of terp profiles are we talking about?
Dude, it's like straight up. You'd love it. You wouldn't. But it's.
I hear fruit terps.
Dude, it's really like cream. Like it's like, you remember Lifesavers?
Yeah.
It's like strawberry-ish and Lifesaver-ish. Dog, we found this pink, or Connor, my boy, I was telling you about, he found this pink 2.0 pheno.
Okay.
Finished in 50 days, 49.
Okay.
And then we hit it to the Kush Mints.
I am a 7-weeker.
Dude, it finishes in 52 days. We chop it at 52. It's a 5.5 to 5.8 washer.
Damn.
So we've hit it to anything under the sun that you can think of that washes that we had in the stable.
And when it comes to washing, I know we were talking about earlier about how the GMOs played out. So like to hear these numbers for percentages in washing, and you're getting these other crazy terps.
It's the key.
Yeah,
that's why I said that's why I fell in love with you, dude. Like if I like.
Oh, for me too, and us. Two things I fell in love in genetics. One was my boy. Shout out. Used to own Colorado Cultivator. I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not sure he wants to be mentioned. But my dog, he told me, he's like, oh, this is the green rush, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, when the gold rush happened, the people that made the most money are the ones selling the pickaxes and the shovels and this and that. And he's like, that's why I opened a grow store. And I was like,
genius.
Genetics. We're always gonna
shout out to Cap. He gave me the same fucking revelation,
bro. I was like mind fucking blown. And then the second thing, which we were talking about earlier too, is just being able to live on forever with your work. You know what I mean? This work can outlive you. This work can have an impact on the world.
Shit, copycat genetics got a real copycat. Think about that. Copycat genetics is dead, bro. R.I.P. And there's still a copycat genetics.
Yeah,
Italian dude.
And Subcool has
he's passed and people still growing. R.I.P. Like that's what I'm saying.
Rest in peace. That's
what I'm hitting at. Like,
yeah.
But this man, copycat, got a real person running around as copycat genetics now. Like you live forever, like through genetics, dog.
It's wild.
I mean,
and I feel like that's like in life, like what is gonna be your legacy? What are people gonna talk about?
If my kids grow weed, I want them to grow my weed. You know what I'm saying?
How wrong with that?
That'd be fire. Like if I don't know if I want them to be in the cannabis industry, but if they fucking decide to, that'd be fire.
And have a little farm or greenhouse in their crib, and they're like, yo, this is the same shit my dad.
Who doesn't want
growing,
MVG to keep going? If they or if you want to start your own company, who doesn't want them to go to the next person? But like, I won't push them to be like, yo, you gotta. Just like I wouldn't push them to play basketball. You know? But like at the end of the day, if they decide to, I'll be like, yo,
I'm in.
I got a vault for you.
Yeah. You stumbled on something.
Yeah, you just got to go to this bank and like they have a storage that like just this key, just hand it to them. I don't know if it's supposed to be in there, but it's just full of seeds and like tissue culture shit.
Yeah. You go in there,
maybe some spores.
Some Batman shit. The fucking like the floor goes down and you go into an underground shit and it's just a tissue culture.
Something dumb. It's just something dumb. When you're gonna be like wherever dad goes and like you're like wondering, I'm gonna show you one day if you say this is your route. I'll fucking show you.
Oh shit! So you have the Buttermints line, and is that gonna be Buttermints reversed to like the same things you got here, or are they getting reversed?
Yeah, let's go. I got a list for you. Just to tease y'all, man. And you can check the grams. I've posted. I'm not the best on posting and staying current. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose my page like everybody else.
They be sending those fucking warnings left and right, and I'm like, dude,
I think they might scare me more than the feds.
They're like, hey, you keep this up.
Yeah, dog. They come at you hard, dog.
Bro, I did one duck race, and I haven't been able to go live for a year.
Crazy.
Yeah, wow.
Crazy,
wow.
IG. Crazy. So
thank you for giving us the platform.
Yeah, exactly, dude. We still love you. But everybody getting a little spat every now and again. So we got the Buttermints S1 coming. That'll be the Buttermints times Buttermints. We're going to call that Buttered Up, just so you know, like we talked about earlier. It's going to have a name to it if it's an S1. We got the Zuttermint, which is going to be melon jelly crossed to Buttermints.
Oh, shit.
Y'all remember Land O'Lakes butter?
Land O'Lakes, Florida?
Yeah, dog. So we got the Florida Man, which my boy Chris, Captain Planet, found. Fucking.
Shit! Shout out.
That's gonna be a hella washer. That shit washed at about 7%. The Florida Man by itself. So we got the engine butter you'll love, which is the Gold Dayton's pack I gave you.
Perfect.
We got the Butter Bits, which is crumbs, Tom's Buttermints. This is the Billionaire's Row Fino of the fucking Butter Bits. Fucking Pink Pie, which is gonna be papaya punch and buttermints. Point Break. You remember Point Break from
The movie?
Yeah, they got that. Whatchamacallit? Damn, now I'm drawing a blank. Trophy Wife, Surfer Seats. His Point Break Fino that was washing crazy. We got our hands on that, and we put that to the buttermints. The duct tape from Archive.
Sheesh.
And then we got that original shirt back. We put that to the buttermints, and then Wicked Witch from my man out here. I think he's in Colorado Springs still. Shit, I'm drawing a blank.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. I'll say it when I think of it because I
might have to
asshole.
Comment underneath like, hey, this is what I forgot.
This is an asshole statement.
Yeah.
I did not know. Oh, Full Moon Genetics, bro. He gave me a whole
full
bunch
moon,
of shit.
full moon.
Yeah, good guy.
Oh yeah.
So I got his Wicked Witch, and we made some magic happen on that one. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's just a lot to go through and test, man. And I'm not gonna give y'all something that hasn't been tested thoroughly.
100%. And I'm happy to hear that, you know, and have you on the show for you to let people know and educate them a little bit on that aspect and also what goes into, you know, what we're doing in terms of breeding
as a whole, man.
Yeah.
It's just something that, like, you know, needs to be talked about more. You know, everybody talks about, like I said, when I was saying Cap opened my eyes to the whole seed thing. Was like everybody's always arguing on the flower side. I'm getting this much of light. And he's sitting here worried about like, well, I just popped open one nug and there's $300. Yeah, I'm saying it just puts shit in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Cap can sell $300 seeds. He's doing the work too. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the few that are selling you high priced gear and actually putting in the fucking work. So I have no problem with his price. But like we were talking about, there's a lot of people out here just riding their name and riding their 15 minutes of fame and selling you a high priced product that hasn't been tested.
100%.
You know, and it's
and
just,
not only tested too, they're giving you a little bit of seeds. All right, you want to charge me an arm and a leg? Give me a fucking grip that I could go through, and I'll give you all the information, whatever. It's worth the money.
If I don't test something, matter of fact, this is a good idea. I'm gonna make a line untested, and I'll sell you breeder pack numbers for normal price packs. How about that? What does that sound like? If you're gonna take the risk, right? If you're gonna take the risk with me, I might as well be selling the seeds at the same price.
Yeah,
like
that's raw. You heard it here first.
Like that just it sounds logical. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We just opened up a new market.
It sounds logical. If you're gonna make the consumer test your product, then they should get a discount with you. They're spending money
100%.
on shit that they're gonna lose on. They're still, pheno hunting's a risk regardless.
Yeah,
but doing it on scale, even riskier.
Yeah. You know,
there's a lot of weed that goes in the trash.
A 26 pack or a 50 or a 75 pack.
Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah,
something
so that way
fuck
you
a 12. Fuck it, the extra,
The Baker dozen, I do a Baker dozens on the half packs because my full pack I'll do.
That's what I do too.
Yeah, and then
I do 7 instead of 6. Yeah, that's my way too. I do the same shit.
Yeah. And then I do the regular, so I always put more seeds because you're gonna get male to female.
Yep.
If feminized, you had to reverse it. I feel like feminized should be a higher price point.
It's an easier product for the consumer to have. That's why they rose so fast. And I'd be pissed if I had a 4x8. And like there's that time where you just think about it. There's millions of seeds coming out this thing. Somebody's gonna get a pack of males.
Oh, 100%.
It's just bound to happen.
100%. Bro, I've had times where I'll pop a pack and they're all males.
Yeah.
And then I'll pop a pack and they're all
females. It's the law of numbers. It's not your breeder's fault, dog.
Like, I can't look at the seed and tell you what the fuck is coming out of there. Like,
so at the end of the day,
male, female.
I appreciate everybody who gets involved in the pheno hunting process because it's work, man.
Yeah,
and that's why I said
there's no instant gratification in it.
No,
because
I get giddy. Like I said,
we got to do it 3 times, right?
Yeah.
So you're talking about investing a year, let's say, or if you're on a perpetual cycle, like
at least 8 months. If you have a keeper and you came and told me that you have a keeper and it hasn't fucking been 8 months. Oh, it ain't keeper.
Yeah,
that shit ain't a keeper.
Oh, so you
ran
your
it
first
once.
Ran? All right.
Yeah, like you know,
Let's
I
see
know.
what it does the
You can,
second time.
you know, you can get to it. You can have the clone backed up and rerun it. And there's ways to get to it. Don't get me wrong, but like for the average person, if you got, I found a keeper in this first, then you found something you like.
Yeah.
Is it a keeper? You don't know yet.
Exactly.
I mean, what's your definition of a keeper too? Because everyone, like, you know, like if you've been doing a lot of growing, then like you kind of understand like what makes a good keeper. But like for someone else, like they might think it's awesome just because they grew it. You know what I mean? Like, and
for sure, everybody has their definition of a keeper.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, if they haven't seen
a keeper is just like a good woman, right?
Oh yeah,
you know, it's different to everybody.
In the eye of the beholder.
So like are you asking me personally, or what I think I should expect from everybody else? At least I'll give you a bare minimum list that I expect people should have is like a grower.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
Bag appeal, number one. You know what I'm saying? It's not number one. I like trash looking weed, but like when you're talking about like in the era, like, yo, is this gonna be a fire fucking bag of weed? People typically have good looking weed.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I know what good sour looks like, and I know what good ugly weed looks like. So at the end of the day, bag appeal is gonna be one. When you're looking for a keeper, I feel like the average person should be looking for that. Potency, obviously, like you should be sitting back or feeling your effects of it. You know,
and
effect. I should use that as a word. Effect. Effect.
Because in potency, people might misconstrue that. It's
then,
not 30%.
Yeah, because then people go out here on their crackhead shit like, yo, this isn't 30%. I need this, and it's like, bro, I get high off of 12s.
I
like
got in a
14
blueberry DJ Short blueberry headband. And it was for testing.
Because cannabinoids matter, people.
Bruh.
Entourage effect is real.
I would smell it and I would already get high. I'd be like,
exactly.
Oh, fuck. And then rolling it, like the whole just the experience of it and testing at 12-14%. And it's ugly as fuck. If people look at it, they're like, I want to fucking smoke that trash. I'm like, you know what the fuck you're missing.
Yeah, more for me, bro. Yeah. More for fucking me.
So we got the effect. We got the bag appeal.
Let's go with, you know,
is the growing time like?
Yeah, I was gonna say ease of grow.
Vigor.
You know, I was gonna say like vigor of grow of the plant. You know what I'm saying? I would assume that people wouldn't pick. Like, I know you have things that you love, like OGs are finicky and shit.
Yeah,
and but you grow them because you fucking love them. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I say bag of, or checking boxes as a keeper, like I'll pass this on to you. Like, this is my fire keeper. Like, it's gonna be something that's not gonna be hard for you to grow.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't hand you like Hell's OG and be like, yeah, this is gonna be your shit.
It's fucking like, nitrogen deficient.
I'm gonna have to exactly. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna have to hand you a list of things that goes with that plant, right? So for me, it
doesn't like to be fucking the branches are like don't like to be bent too much.
Exactly, can't super crop it and shit like that. Exactly. So like, so all those things take into account. I say ease of grow is an important factor for me in keepers. Smell. Everything's got to have a fucking nose, right?
Smell, yeah, for sure. The nose.
I want the shit that I exactly. No, yeah, nobody knows better than your nose when it comes to flower. And then like we already named effect. Yeah, man, and we should taste good, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. So terps.
Taste, smell.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, I smoke a lot of weed. You see how many blunts and joints we smoke this whole time. What could be more important? Like, if this tasted like shit, imagine how terrible that'd be.
And then constantly tasting
you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
So I'm fighting for terps right now. Like, I'm gonna be high, bro. Like, you know, like, that's why, you know, and I understand like just the math part of it when we talk about the consumer, and that's why I say there's a very big distinction between like being a connoisseur of cannabis and a fucking just consumer of cannabis. Because like, when it comes to percentage, I understand it, man. People are on fixed incomes, right? So you need the biggest bang for your buck. You think that bang for your buck, if I go to the liquor store, right? It's the same person that's buying fucking, when you ball, E&J versus Henny and whatever. You know, I'm not a big drinker, so I was struggling to draw a blank.
Some
you know what I'm saying? Burnett's vodka versus fucking effing or whatever the fuck.
Clearwater and shit.
Dumb shit like that.
School.
So it's like, so the average person is in that market of the other. That's why those companies are booming. You know what I'm saying? But it's like what you said earlier. You called it paycheck weed, dog. And that's why I was getting at before about like, it's about where you want to go with your cannabis career, where like you can grow to be as big and feed as many stores and do that option, or you could just pick a number, get to it, do the math, and you can sit there, like I said, have your store vertically integrated, and if you're out, you're out. That's just as valuable, and people don't think about that aspect of it because you know what your income is. What's more valuable than knowing what you're going to have, bar mistakes, you know what I'm saying? And if once you lock that down, you're not playing games anymore. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're getting to a point, and then after a certain amount of time, you can then make stronger fucking decisions than where you would have been doling out and trying to deal with more problems. With expansion comes problems. We all 100%. Know that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where when I always ask growers, and I love getting around growers, I always ask them, like, how do you feel? Like when I ask the variety question and things like that, do you miss being able to get to the days where, like, because nobody had access to just everything back in the day. I didn't come from Humboldt and shit like that.
Not at all.
And as I, heard
you
it,
had your 4 boys that had, and they all had the same shit.
Yeah, the same shit. Because it also formed the market for your shit too. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I always go with people. It's like, are you trying to get big or are you trying to have a brand? Because a brand can last forever. We just sat up here and watched Burner, and you can say what you like about him, but he just got up here and told millions of people that, he makes zero money on weed, but he's going to be able to sell his brand for $2 billion plus. And I don't doubt him. Yeah. You can go to Shanghai and see somebody in a cookie shirt.
Oh, 100%. That's a global known fucking
bro. My eyes opened up.
And clothing brand, and he has the music, and like we were talking about earlier, the different fucking avenues. So like,
bro, my eyes opened up when I saw this. I was in New York when they built that behemoth store, that 5-story joint. Right across the street from Macy's on 5th Avenue. And
that's wild to think that we're at the level where
it's crazy, real crazy, dog. And so I walk in there, and this is before they were selling pot. It was just a clothing store at that point. And this little girl came in, little white chick, she came in, and her mom comes in behind her, walks out with 8 hoodies and fucking 4 t-shirts. It's a weed brand, bro. But all it said, everything she's buying says the word cookies on it.
Yeah, and it's
in
blue,
a fucking
nice
C.
colors, and it looks
I was like,
shit.
he killed it, bro. Like, if you ever hear me say, like, if I drop Grow House off the end of my shit, you know why. 3 letters are versatile to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing that I talk about. Like, when you talk about having a brand and things like that, that's where, like, building a brand and thinking of the business side of it is like, that's the evolution of it. Like I said, most of us came out of a fucking basement because we love weed. That's the boat I'm in. So I'm learning every day. If you're not learning, you're dying.
Facts.
So, that's
stay teachable.
That's where I'm at with it. So, what I think for MBG in the future, we've had some great opportunities now that the rest of the country's opening its eyes up. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. See my home state starting to make moves in the right direction, stuff like that.
Oh, I have a question for you.
Yeah, man, go
ahead. So now that like your home state is going live, do you feel almost like it's your duty to go back and give all the knowledge that you've learned on your journey, elsewhere, or do you think now you've rooted yourself here and you really like this is where you're
philosophically, I want my tombstone to say I don't owe nobody anything. Like, that's just me as a man. But like, would I like to? Hell yeah. That's important to me. I don't like to see people struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So if I can go back and be beneficial to making a situation that's easier transitionally for people, to get into the game and be successful in the game. And like I said, success has many different levels, right? But that base success that we all want, right? Entrepreneurship, your bills are paid, that if I can get you to that without the road humps, then yeah, I'd love to go back home and help. Do I feel obligated? No. And I'm not saying y'all should suck my dick because like I'm coming home or anything
the long
like
way
that.
Too,
it's not like it's nothing like that. It's just like I said, philosophically, I don't feel like I pay my debts, dude. Like I don't owe anybody anything. I do know that I would like to go home and make sure I can make an impact on the market that raised me. You know what I'm saying? It made me the place it made me the person that feels comfortable to come across the country and get shit popping. You know what I'm saying? So why the fuck wouldn't I want to go back and, you know, put myself there? But like, as far, you know, the only thing I really love back there, you know, as you get older, everything starts shrinking. So it's like, I got my family back there, you know, so it's not like, oh, I got to rush to go back to this fanfare of people that love me and know me. And nah, dog, I don't expect that. I don't, you know, so I don't feel obligated. I would like to do it though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I do understand people's obligation to go home though. Like, I love when I hear people say like, oh, I gotta go home. You know what I'm saying? When their state opens up. But it's just not an obligation for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I might pop up in New York next.
Yeah. That might be the next.
I'm an opportunist, man.
Yeah.
I'm an opportunist, dog. I don't set myself. I'm not homeward bound. I'm not a dog. So I just gotta. I'm fielding my best options always, 24/7, 365. As long as my eyes is open.
Gotta go where the opportunity is.
For sure.
Yeah.
And if there's anywhere in the world that you can grow or would want to grow, where would that be?
Shit. If there's anywhere, doesn't that just come down to where I want to live anywhere in the world, right? Wouldn't that be the question? Because if anywhere,
where are you going? Where you taking this?
Where are we going, babe?
Where you going?
I like shit. When I was younger, I used to always say, I always had the dream to go to the NBA, right? Like,
okay.
And then so like when all my friends were going overseas and shit, I was like, that's not the dream. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I didn't want to go like do that route. So it was like, I'm not going to Romania and shit for basketball. Y'all must love this shit more than me. So I always used to think like, yo, if I had to leave the country, I'd probably live in Barcelona.
That is
you know,
raw, yeah.
And Barcelona's already popping with weed, you know, so that'd be like an option. Like, that's a real deal. Like, I could pop up and leave y'all like tomorrow.
You just gave me the fucking idea, y'all boys.
You know,
I'm out.
I didn't even think about it that hard. You know, I could pop up and be gone tomorrow now that I think about it fully.
Shit, I'll be raw.
Yeah, you know, come up.
Yeah,
you know
yo, I'm on a flight. It's an 18-hour flight.
Come on over, dog. But yeah, man, you know, I would go a lot of places in the world. I'm definitely not. I love America, but there's a lot of places in the world that I think everybody should see. Shit. You know, like, that's just being honest. You know, so I can't tell you, but as far, I'm happy with where I'm at. I'll tell you that much.
Start traveling and just throwing your seeds on the side of the road and fucking shit growing in South America.
Start a secret society, MBG growers, just all like a whole country. Become like the Raymond Reddington or some shit. It's just like all they do is grow weed in a 4x8, but I got 1 million of them, bro. That's it. Like, that's the game plan. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think, where would you go?
Shit, me? I was thinking Spain was dope. Morocco, it doesn't sound crazy. I would want to go to like Pakistan.
Shit, I be talking to homies who really want to go to Thailand now. Where you going?
Thailand, they're gonna kill you out there. I heard they're changing the laws back.
For real?
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Somewhere probably like I don't know, like Patagonia.
What is Patagonia? This guy
dog. Hold on. He's giving like Drake Island names, like, yo, places that you ain't never been or heard of, bro.
You know, when I get on I grew up.
That was a get on my level. Where is Patagonia exactly?
Is that an island?
You basic bitch with Barcelona.
That's the last time
I'm gonna find an island in Spain. Hold on.
What the fuck? Canary Island.
Yeah, the Canary. I got a dog from there. I gotta press a Canaria. I got my boy Champ. That's the most exotic shit I got, I think. I don't buy Louis and dumb shit like that.
Patagonia, where's that at?
Beautiful, dude. I'm not totally sure where it is on the map. I've just seen photos, and it's like one of the most, like, as far as the nature there is concerned. Like,
see, that's the most honest answer I've ever heard. Doesn't know exactly where it is, but it's the most beautiful place on earth. I would fall for a place like that, dog.
Shit. Or Costa Rica.
I saw
Costa Rica.
Man, when you're young and you hear about like the like Swiss Alps and all that other shit, you know what I'm saying? When you're real young, I see all those pictures. You're like, man, that place might be tight.
Man, until I came to
and then Switzerland, like, oh yeah, you can hide your money there. You think like you're gonna be a fucking international criminal, watching blow and shit. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go to Switzerland. And it's like, yeah, that place is beautiful as fuck. I'm gonna have a house in Switzerland, dude. I remember
that's
that
too,
that
for sure.
See, but it got me off a picture. Dude, on the map today. I promise you, I don't know where Switzerland is right now, but I'd move there tomorrow. If I had the funds, I'd move tomorrow. Tomorrow, I would be fucking out. And I would enjoy, Alps. I guess, all the tax laws that like I still don't understand, but they say would protect me.
I'm good now, right?
Yeah, I'm good in America, dog. Like, me and the IRS are very cool. But like at the end of the day, shit, a place that offers protection.
And they don't gotta disclose certain things.
Come on, man. Dog. Like I said, I'm a hustler. That's in you, I think. You know what I'm saying? We cheer for some people who say they don't pay taxes, and then we get mad when others do. Like Donald Trump, we hated him when he didn't pay taxes. But then we listen to Jay-Z say his accountants are fire and he basically doesn't pay taxes.
Yeah, we're like, no rich person pays
We're
taxes.
like, that shit's sick. Yeah. Do you hear how hard that shit was? I'm going to get like that.
He's getting off on these motherfuckers.
So it's like, yeah, dude. It's a bad... Dude, speaking of which, it's like a bad time to be a billionaire, bro. Like, we used to want to be in limousines. Now motherfuckers want to spit at you in a limousine. Like, you rich fuck.
You're destroying the world on your private jet.
You fucking asshole. But then at the same time, everybody like sits at home like half depressed, like, man, I wish I could live like that.
100%.
And it's like, I don't know how to be happy with what I have, but man, what he has looks great.
If I had 10 times as much, I'm sure I'll be happy. I'm sure.
Yeah, dude. Man, dog. Meanwhile, they're all depressed too. Don't get it twisted.
Or like Jordan Lucas in his last tape he dropped, he says, he goes, he's like, I'd rather fuck my bitch on a yacht than be happy in my Corolla or some shit.
Wouldn't you? Shit. That just sounds logical. That's not a knock to niggas that got a Corolla, but like it just sounds logical. Be grateful for the Corolla. But like at the end of the day, who doesn't want to be on a yacht?
Watch fucking my bitch on the yacht.
Yeah, come on, man. Like there's options, man. My mom used to always tell me, dog, don't ever chase money. Those are the first people to go. You know what I'm saying? You see a lot of people burn out because they just want cash.
100%.
Chase options. You want the option to know where your kid's going to go to school. You want the option to take vacation. You want and know everything's not going to get fucked up because you were gone for 2 days. You want the option, which car you're going to drive. You know what I'm saying? You want the option to decide
what you're going to eat,
where you're going to live.
How healthy
exactly.
You're gonna eat, and
like so.
For sure.
That's the best advice I can give to other people too. I know I try to give people advice, but I think that was like that's a gem from my mom. Shout out to Claudette. Like just chase options, bro. It'll keep you on par with your goals. It's like I said, success is not fleeting. That's another life lesson I keep trying to instill in y'all.
Yeah. Hopefully by now
hopefully you got it. I'm trying to hammer it home because, like I said, there's a lot of people out here you see who are successful, man, and they don't enjoy their success.
Oh, not at all.
I've become more of a hermit crab in my success. I used to think that like
peace is
in
everything.
College when you're trapping and doing the thing, success was like, everybody makes fun of me, but I just say like, if you don't pay for pussy, yes you do. There's a reason why you bought them 5 bottles and bought this VIP. Say if you didn't,
you're giving that 3-5 for the low, or you're giving
you know what I'm saying?
Pay for that shit.
Yeah, so come on, like, you peacocking, bro. We out here. You see my logo? We peacocking, bro. Like, it's just being a guy. Women get to choose, bro. If a woman wants to be with a doctor, she get to be with. We peacocking. That's what we doing. So to say we're not doing it is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving the money on the dresser, but like at the end of the day, I had to do what I had to do in college. But it's like all of us. But it just comes down to like, what you view success as. You know what I'm saying? I used to think success was like all these people knew who the fuck I was through ball and like, then off the court you're this guy trapping and bullshit like that. Me and my roommate, we were the guys. You know what I'm saying? We were just the guy. They're gonna pay for everything.
Kirkland the second.
Then I got out of school, bro, and I moved out here. And I had like 1,700 contacts in my phone, like 17.5 or some shit crazy like that. I think I might have cracked 100, like going do it. And that was with adding a new business though. Like I think I may have cracked 100 again. Like I was able to get rid of that many people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all so like, it's just, but like this is happy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I got what I want out of what I need, and that's where I tell people, you just got to really find what the fuck you want. And you got to like sit here and like put time in the mirror. And that's what I feel like a lot of people don't have time to do. You're always surrounding yourself with other people. They ain't got the answers for you.
Exactly. And also, or you're comparing to other people. You see somebody on a yacht and you're like, that's success. And that may not, like, that's a part of
and
success.
you don't
That
know
could
what the
be success.
fuck that person went through for that yacht.
100%.
You may not even want to try
at all
to learn
your
what it takes to
may
get
be
that.
your peace of mind.
Yeah, your success may be the Corolla that Joyner Lucas was talking about. As long as you're happy, you know what I'm saying?
100%. And there's
like my
nothing
man
wrong with that.
said, you know that like you're guaranteed shit as an American, but they said you can pursue happiness, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit's not guaranteed by not even
You
your.
can go
You got
after it.
You got to try, and it's based on what you got. Nobody can dictate what makes you happy, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I've always kind of like referred to dollars as just freedom tickets.
Yeah, bro.
Because I mean, it's like, what do you really want? You want the freedom to do what, like you said, options.
Exactly, options. That's
know?
it. Freedom. That's everybody wants the option of freedom, and that's the only way to get to it is financial freedom. Financial freedom, I think. That's or at least that's the first step. You know what I'm saying? Because the first step is time. Everybody got to learn to master time.
Yeah.
Once you learn that everybody has the same 24 hours, and
time management.
you make your time efficient, you use your time efficiently.
Yeah.
That's the key. You know, that's the real key. Because everybody thinks they're doing something, but if you can use your time efficiently, that's step one. Then after that, then you can start chasing financial freedom. You know what I'm saying? You don't come up with $1 billion idea stressed on no time frame.
Yeah.
You gotta budget some time to make sure that you can think about those ideas. And that's why I said that's where it matters. Not the 9 to 5. It's the 6 to 10, man. What you do after, you got to do what you got to do, and then do some.
Facts.
And then you'll see where you end up. Like I said, if everybody just shot not to be average, we'd have a lot more happy people walking around.
Oh,
in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not complacent with average.
Nah, and there's nothing wrong with anybody that is average.
Sure.
I want to reiterate that. But at the end of the day, there's a reason. There was more Indians than Chief, right? Or Native Americans than Chiefs. I want to be politically correct on the air. I'm part Native, so like fuck it. I can say whatever I want. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
What part?
I don't fucking know. My dad took one of the 23andMe tests. So my girl always laughs at me. I don't remember the tribe. I just say he's like 30% So I was like, shit, that made me like 15 right? And, you know what I'm saying? That's just basic math. So if they call me, I'll help them grow weed. That's my new hustle. I'm gonna start helping them grow weed. There we go.
That'll be dope. But it could be leaning one way. You could be 80%. Who knows?
Hey, who knows? It could happen like that. Genetics are crazy, just like these seeds on the table.
Facts.
But yeah, man, that shit it's been a wild ride, man, and it's always good meeting new people in the industry that are like minded and have the same values in the industry, and want to create a great not only be in the industry and make cash, because let's be real, none of us are here to like just because we love weed that fucking much.
Yeah.
Just like nobody goes to any job just because they love their job that fucking much. You got to provide for your family.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you do have to have some type of.
But there is a love to.
Yeah, a passion.
Yeah, there's a passion to what we do, and I love to meet people with that passion as well. And I love what y'all are doing. We were at the Grow earlier.
Oh, yeah, appreciate
we were over at the Grow earlier, and I just love seeing the work that y'all are putting in. It's just obvious work that you do, and I appreciate it. I appreciate the shit out of it. So
teamwork makes the dream work,
Always, like I said, my shit wouldn't work without my team. I know you feel the same way.
Oh, 100%.
And anybody that doesn't feel that way, fuck them.
Yeah.
Like
eat a dick.
Yeah, dog, that's just how it is, dog. You better get grateful. Better get humble.
Oh, 100%. No, life will humble you real quick.
Man, the people that leave you, find somebody that will appreciate what they got for you and be giggity gone.
Yes, sir.
And
then you just fumbled the bag, the
bro. What's simple math? You can make six figures off of what? 6 lights like nothing in a year. Think about it.
Right.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You just have to split it. So for all these people that are sitting here like, I want you to grow this much weed for me and stress you out and all this other shit. It's like, bro, you can always go back.
Yeah.
Don't forget that shit. It don't take much. These motherfuckers just want to make a lot of money. I've never met somebody who, made 6 figures and wasn't happy, at least a little bit more happy than like the 50, 60 they offering your ass to be slaving. Yeah. I'm just saying, man, find a situation that works for you, or like I said, you can hit a 6 lighter and go back right back to the trap. I'll shoot the math out on you on my IG, just so you believe me. You got options, bro. I told you, chase options. The weed is a freeing plant.
Shit. And so where can they find you and your seeds and everything that you got going on?
Like I said, I'm working on the website right now. It is up and running currently.
You just gotta like post the different.
Yeah, it's mbggrowhouse.com. So
mbggrowhouse.com.
Yep. So that one's real simple. My IG got hacked a few months ago. So well, actually, it's been about a year now. Shit. So I started a new page. It's mbg_growhouse _official. It's a long one now, dog. Dude fucked me. He like got all the good ones. He got all the good ones, bro.
He's like, yo, this guy got a follower. I'm just gonna take this shit. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And then he scammed a couple of my friends. They actually like, that's when I knew I had good friends though. Like even to the motherfuckers that I didn't talk to, he was like just asking people for $100 or some shit.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers was sending that shit.
Yeah.
So like,
Man.
I felt bad. I had to reimburse them on that, but like, fuck.
That's love.
Yeah, I mean, dog.
That's,
If somebody just got to get into my Instagram and ask you for some money and it's coming, like that's love, dog. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it was like, it almost was a little testament, you know, to who's really there. Then I had the, you know, my other friends were just like, you know, would you ever really ask me for $100 on IG?
No.
Never. Let me tell you a little trick.
Like,
I do not have enough time to solicit sales on IG. I will never, ever, ever come in your DM like buy my seeds. That's if that happens, it's not really me.
Red flag.
Yeah, that's an immediate red flag. I don't need nothing. We're good. We're doing this because I love the community, man, and I just want to be here and get the seeds out here so y'all are growing fire, dog. Switch up the options.
No, facts, and I'm super excited with a lot of the different options you provided too. So
Man. And I ain't going nowhere, so they're gonna keep coming, dog. Like I said,
and
y'all want to keep popping. They're gonna keep coming
too.
I told you, man. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody, but it's coming.
Is there any other projects you want to let the people know before we wrap up here?
Shit, like I said, me and Corey were working. We got the original wedding cake that everybody went crazy for.
The gas pheno, right?
Yep, the one that the Jungle Boys found for Seed Junkie. So we're amped up. It's fresh out of tissue culture. The clones have arrived. They're in my possession from Corey. So yeah, reversal will start soon, man.
Shit's about to get litty.
It's about to go crazy. I will say that. I'm not gonna give y'all what's in there yet. I'm not gonna give y'all what's getting put in the room. I'll give y'all what's getting put in the room. Y'all gotta wait. Y'all have to wait.
Posted.
But yeah, man, we got a lot of exciting stuff coming, especially getting genetics out to other states and getting different grows in other states, especially New York. Starting to get this, you know, this whole THCA wink wink thing going hard back home too. So we're having a good time. Let's say that.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna keep rocking and rolling. We ain't going nowhere no time soon. So yeah, man. Watch out for the wedding cake line. That's the next up thing. Like I said, we have the Buttermints line in testing too. So might drop them at the same time on y'all, you know.
Okay.
Done Taylor Swift drop two shits at the same time. She's big. We can chase after Taylor.
Yeah, you might have to drop 3 next time.
Yeah, maybe 3, 4.
You try to show her how it's really done.
Yeah. I'm gonna show Taylor. She's got that shit on lock. Shit.
She's the only one selling out stadiums at this moment, right?
It's Taylor Swift. Like I said, it was some crazy shit. They gotta go on to hit $1 billion, bro. I told you.
I'm telling you.
A stadium.
Sheesh.
A stadium.
Yeah. Just think about the number of how many heads are there, and then the price per heads, and then the concessions. Like that's like $1 billion made in one night.
Every day. And she's doing it, you know.
Yeah. On a tour with 50 shows.
She'll do the same city, a couple nights, and then go to the next one. Like, that's the crazy part. And then she still got CD sales.
Yeah.
Hustler.
And then you look, Target has all her vinyls.
She's the cleanest looking hustler there is. Like, if there was like a suit version of like the guy in Wall Street, like it's Taylor Swift. Like, hustler. Straight pay. Shout out Taylor.
Shout out Taylor. She might be sponsoring us soon. Who knows?
Hey man, if she hears it and she's just know I helped y'all get that because I know it's gonna be big. I know it's gonna be big.
Shit, we're gonna drop something for the Swifties.
Oh shit!
You
This
know.
dude, you'll have people breaking down that fucking door over there, man.
You're actually about to drop a line,
Dude,
them boy,
you saw that line? You saw that video? All them Swifties on the plane. That was in Denver, bro. They were wilding. They were that door gonna be gone.
Watch.
Hey man, I'm telling you.
Oh man, well, it's been a great pleasure having you on, man. For sure,
Man, I appreciate y'all big time, man.
Staying in contact, have you on again, you know, and when we have you on again, we'd love to hear all the new projects you've worked on and all the other shit that you.
Shit, when we're on here again, I want to see all the progress on those beans.
Shit.
And y'all and shit, your cousin got all the fucking. He got this line already.
Yeah.
He's already on game. You know what I'm saying? He's already on game.
And he got his breeding shit coming soon. So
yeah. Shout that out because I'm trying to get a few plants in there.
Yeah.
Shout that out because I'm trying to add some plants to the project.
Shout out my dog cousin Trike House. But yeah, thank you so much for coming out. We greatly appreciate you. This has been a great episode for sure. We're gonna have to split this into 2.
No doubt, man. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the time, bro.
We still need another 6.5 hours, though. Yeah.
Oh, dude. Like I said, I'm here for hours, dog. We ain't far. I ain't going nowhere.
Neither are we.
Hey,
Neither are we.
We'll link up again, man. It's been good. I definitely appreciate it, yo.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, be good, brother. Oh yeah,
dude.
Let me tell you something. Before we leave, that used to confuse the hell out of me when I first moved to Colorado.
Oh really?
Dude,
I would grab people's fists.
Yeah, I was, dude. Exactly. I'm like, dude, you're from Miami. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, exactly. It was. I was like, I don't know. Is that a door now? Like, let's go. But yeah, I'm hip now. I'm hip now. I'm hip now.
You gotta learn. You gotta learn.
Win in Colorado. Just remember that. You saw it here first. Yeah. Probably not, but you saw it here. You saw the confusion for real. All right, y'all. It's been real. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Y'all have a good one.
Awesome.
Like, subscribe, comment, and remember, we still got sponsorship available when you wanna in one of these episodes sponsor and stuff. You could
put your banner up.
Yes, sir.
Gang.
Cool.
Gang. Oh, and you got. Well, we'll take pictures and put it to the video. You got to see all these pictures of all this fire shit.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, my guy. Yeah. That's the Fillmore Slim Fem line. Those are $80 a pack.
Sheesh.
It's labeled as a 6-pack, but there's 7 in there, like we were talking about earlier. A little wink hat, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all though. Y'all be good. I'm gonna slide up out of here.
Cool. All right. Follow us YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. That's episode 8. Thanks for watching Nug Talk.
Yes,
Nug Talk. I'm too high. I can't even talk anymore.